Yo,
Yeah,
what's up, bro?
I'm chilling, man. You know I'm on a high.
I know you. I already know you on the high, bro. I already know what's going
Yeah.
down. What's going down, my dude?
Yo, listen, man. You know what? Like, I was gonna save it to see if anybody else was gonna be here. I thought L was gonna be here, but like I said, I gotta go up and just shout out my New York Knicks. Listen, we gonna start it early today. We gotta start fucking early. I told you in the chat. I told
Bro,
you in the chat.
listen, I didn't bring no liquor, so uh, go ahead, have
For
fun.
this, for this right here, you don't need liquor because that New
You,
York energy is just flowing through right now. You see what we doing outside. You see what we doing outside.
I mean, I guess I see y'all. You know,
First of all, to anybody in the chat that is a Indiana Pacer fan, I just want you to know that you can SMD. That's the energy we giving right now. All right.
yeah, you know.
No, that's the energy right now. Because them high yellow cats out in Indiana, you know, that boy
What's
right, he better not get caught in these New York streets. I'll tell you that.
come on, come
No.
on, bro. Listen, bro. As you can tell, the look on my face, I'm tired today.
Uh-huh.
I'm tired. Also, this Texas weather has been killing me because there wasn't no rain in the forecast, but yet it just started raining. So that's why I'm up under the shed. I couldn't make it out to the truck in time. I'm like, well,
Shit.
we gonna run it. Same thing that happened yesterday. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, since we shouting out teams, that means I can go ahead and shout out my Mavericks. Then
But first, the fix was in.
you said what?
The fix was in.
Nah, it wasn't no fix. Them boys had a 1.8% chance of getting the number one pick. 1.8.
They said that if you get rid of Luca, put him to LA, we'll give you the first overall pick in the draft.
Hey, what's this I hear about LeBron saying he want to go to the Warriors?
LeBron need to shut up and stop crying.
Hey, don't let Darshawn hear you say that.
Yeah, listen. First of all, we know what Deshaun doing with them Lakers. Treating them like a glizzy, taking them all the way down.
What's good, AD?
AD, what's going on?
Oh,
Listen,
this on stage. He
I'm
said,
mad
he
at
said, I'm, he said, I'm a Kentucky fan. When it comes to basketball, I'm mad that who
Calipari.
Calipari, Calipari,
Yep.
Calipari, that he has all these players in the pros that's actually balling, and I mean, hey man,
Well, you got to understand what Calipari is. All those guys were young, so he was the first one to take those one and done guys. Like the problem with college basketball is that you don't like one and done guys don't win championships. It's those teams that are built, like juniors and seniors. Those teams win championships. You
I
know,
mean,
like Florida. Florida was full of juniors and seniors. At the end of the year, they found their rhythm and just carried it through. Man, juniors and seniors win. Like to me, that's the problem with modern day basketball.
mhm.
That these guys they don't stay in college to learn how to play the game properly. Like think about this. Somebody was saying that Tim Duncan was the last 4-year player to go number one. They're not letting these kids develop. So
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, bro. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Tim Duncan was different, though, bro. He was different.
but think about this. Everybody stayed back then. Everybody stayed at least their junior year.
Yeah.
There was no guys that were leaving after their first or second year. Like now, everybody's rushed. So now you got guys. The only thing they know how to do now is shoot threes because they haven't developed any other skills.
Yeah.
In college is where you learn that post game. Is where you learn how to read the defense because you got to learn how to break down that zone, find your shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the fundamental stuff that these guys are missing now. That's why the game is so trash now because these guys don't have fundamentals. You know,
Understandable.
like everything is raw athleticism. Like look at Steph stayed all 4 years. Kawhi stayed all 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think PG came out of high school. I'm trying to think of all the old guys now who are there. You know that are still in the NBA. Well, I believe DeRozan played 3 years in college.
DeRozan, did he? But I put it to you like this though. A lot of those guys back in the day, they a lot of their mamas are like, boy, you gonna go get an education.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't they didn't allow that. They weren't gonna let that happen. They weren't gonna let them boys go to college and just not get an education.
Mm-hmm.
And so they weren't playing that. But a lot now since they have the what's that these NIL, AD just said they stand now because of the NIL deals. And speaking of NIL deals, I got to give a huge shout out to the young lady who was like, she's the first NIL $1 million player. She's a softball
Oh, yeah.
pitcher. She's a
Really?
softball pitcher. Mm-hmm.
For what, the University?
Um, I forgot her name. She's a sister. I forgot her
Mm,
name. Mm-hmm. She's the first $1 million NIL player, which that's it, making $1 million in college. That's wild to
crazy.
me. That's wild,
It
bro.
really is.
What
And
you smoking?
uh, the Illusione Haunt 10.
The Hot 10?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites by Illusione right there, boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I favorite. Well, I'm listen, guys. I gotta give a shout out to Anu because Anu really put that on my mind by smoking GTO, and I got plenty of GTO. Shout out to Doctor O.
Yo,
This is the 33 Oaks, Connecticut. This is a
man,
very good cigar.
shout out to my boy Tony Moon, man. He a rep for GTO, man. Shout out to Tony Moon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I've only had like 1 or 2 GTO cigars. I haven't had a lot of.
Man, bro. Listen, you got to explore the world. Listen, my favorite is the painkiller. My
Mm,
favorite is the painkiller. He has another one called anesthesia, the anesthesiology.
mm.
My dude, what else they got in the building?
You.
Carlos, what's good?
What up? Hey,
All
you missed out. You missed out on Eno talking his shit about the Knicks.
Let me line this audio out. I can't hear y'all.
right, all
Okay.
right, all right. Listen, I'm in my bag today, baby. Listen, city's on fire right now.
I listen. All right, so we're not gonna jinx it, but do you think they have the potential? Do you think they have the potential to beat the Pacers? Listen. Let me tell you something. I've seen the Pacers ball, and the
Okay.
way that they're balling right now, the way the Pacers are balling right now, they're better than Reggie. They better than when Reggie Miller and them was on the team.
Listen, like the one thing is Cleveland was a joke, and Cleveland was soft. Like they got punked out that whole series. So you can't win 60 games and then like three of your starters miss game 2, and
Mhm.
then all of a sudden play the rest of the series. But the issue there too was they didn't make winning plays. Like they lost by game winner. You know, they didn't do enough to even extend the series.
Mhm.
I don't think Indiana's hot right now. We about to put some ice cold water on their ass in a little bit.
All right. I hope. Listen. I hope y'all do. I listen. It's been a very very long time. I just watched the interview with Patrick Ewing
Uh-huh.
when he missed that shot back in the day. When he missed that shot, bro, that still haunts him to this day.
Because he knew that right there would have put us through. That would have put us
I'm,
through.
I mean, listen.
Eh.
Listen, shout out to the Knicks fans, bro. They going crazy. Like they're like, man, fuck the police. Like they
Yo,
really on
yo,
that type of
yo,
level.
yo.
And the
Yeah.
Listen,
police kind of like, hey man, go ahead. Like, okay.
listen. They people
They
climbing
really
on.
like they really like fuck Jordan. That's what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
fuck
That's
Jordan.
it's yeah, that's this
Fuck
is
Jordan.
like get back right here, I
Yeah,
guess.
listen, man. I like, and here's the problem is that like now that I work PMs, I have to walk through that
Can y'all hear this rain?
a little bit, but not too much.
Nah.
Nah, you good?
All right, just let me know so I can mute my camera. I mean, mute my
Nah,
microphone.
you good,
I
man.
got my headphones are charging right now, so I ain't.
Listen,
We out here. You getting the whole ASMR right now, where at least I am out here with this rain.
like,
But shout out to everybody coming in. So you know, what I'm saying I know this is a Sunday show. I know this is not what a lot of people use. So we've done a Sunday show before, but you know, we kicked it on the Sunday for real. And yeah, man. So look, y'all make sure y'all share the live. Let people know that we on right now. All that good stuff.
Smash that like button.
yep. Smash the like button.
Smash that like button. All right, y'all. So let's talk about.
But we ain't done yet. We ain't done
Oh,
yet. We ain't done yet.
Man, come on, man.
Nah,
Look,
we ain't done
hey,
yet, man.
it's
We
Sunday,
ain't done
man.
yet.
well, you know, we'll let him have it. We'll let him. He's excited. He's excited. Let's let him have.
Oh man,
Let's let him talk your shit. Let's go ahead, you know.
I gotta let it out, stick.
Go ahead,
You know,
man. Go
No,
ahead. Get
go
it
ahead,
in.
go ahead.
listen.
Get it in, bro.
Knicks in 5. Tell Pacers bye. All right. Tell them that they inbreeded ass cousins to stay in Indiana. If they come to the Garden, you see what happened to your man when he got the garbage thrown at him. All right, he almost died wearing a Pacers jersey to the game. Your man was wilding. So, like I said, I'm done. Let's go. You know, if another spirit comes up out of me, I'll let y'all know beforehand.
Oh my
You
god.
got a lot. You got a lot to be excited about. I get it.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
I
does.
get it.
He
You
really
got a
does.
lot to be. You got a lot to be excited about. You've been
yeah,
you've been you've been riding a long time.
Yeah, for sure. Long time, G.
Yeah. So
Long
I get it.
time.
mm-hmm.
I get it. Wait. The Knicks they have won before, right? Just not in a long time, correct?
73, 70, 71, 73.
Yeah, it was like Walt Frazier and like Earl the Pearl Monroe and all of them.
Yep.
Something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's been a
Ooh.
minute. Yeah.
Yep. Phil Jackson was on that team. Phil Jackson destroyed the Knicks. If I ever see Phil
Phil
in the
Jackson.
if I ever see Phil in the streets, son, he's on and pop. His old ass is getting feet. And his 8-foot ass. Because he's the one that destroyed the Knicks, trying to run that damn triangle offense with Melo.
Yeah.
He like Mike Woodson was a hell of a coach for the Knicks, and he fired him for Jeff Hornacek. No, it was Jeff Hornacek, then Derek Fisher bum ass,
Mm.
and then we got
Jeff Hornacek. That's a name I ain't heard in a while.
yeah, we had fucking Hornacek for 2 years. He's about 2 years.
Yeah.
Crazy. Now
Jeff Hornacek.
listen, y'all. Now let's talk some cigars real quick. 'Cause I got a
Go ahead.
question I want to ask y'all. So, uh, with the cigars that have just come out, because I haven't smoked that many of them. I did smoke the Pioneer by Chamale. I did smoke the Cielo, the new Placencia.
Mm.
Um, damn. Now I did see that Oscar Valdez has come out with a 2025 LE, which is super surprising to me. Very, very much so surprising. Now, what's y'all experience with Oscar Valdez?
Um, like the what was it, honey and hand grenades or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Now I smoked the Hunter.
Have it. Yeah.
But I listen. I'll put it to you this way: my experience with Oscar was with Oscar cigars. I'm
No, it's heaven and hell.
the
Mm.
heaven and hell. You
Yeah,
know what?
heaven and hell.
I had the Connecticut. In the Connecticut, that was actually the that I have to say that's the best. That
Hmm.
cigar was the best Oscar Validator cigar that I've had,
Yeah.
and I've had quite a few of them. Like they just didn't hit my palate right,
Hmm.
you know.
The only things I
Yeah.
rock with is the Superfly and Leap by Oscar. That's it.
Yeah. Now the Leaf by Oscar Maduro. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually a go to. You know what I mean? I can. That's one you can pick up at any time. That's kind of like an underground 10 to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real good Maduro.
Which one, the Superfly,
No. The Leaf by Oscar.
the
Mm-hmm.
Leaf? Now
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I've smoked a fresh one and an aged one. There's a
Hmm.
big difference between those cigars. The one I smoked that was aged was slightly better, but still it wasn't for my palate. But it's a lot of Oscar cigars that aren't for my palate. It's a lot of them that's not for my palate, and it's pretty. It's like I want because I mean, like it's a brand that a lot of people recommend for others because like man, a lot of especially for those that's never really experienced Oscar cigars, that's a brand that I would like most definitely point someone out that's getting into the hobby of trying because it's different and a lot of people they don't talk about Oscar validated cigars like that
Now
because I'm like
he did a broadleaf. I hadn't tried that. He did a broadleaf, and
that's the new one, ain't it? Yeah, that's the new
yeah.
one, the new LE.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hadn't tried that one yet. I'll give it a shot though.
listen,
That's it.
the cigar I'm smoking right now. This is the 33 Oaks. It's the 12-year aged by
GTO.
GTO. This is a good cigar. I've smoked this cigar one time before. It was a couple of years ago, and it's like when you smoke a cigar, it was good, but you forget the flavor notes and the experience that you had. All you remember that
Hmm.
it was a good experience.
Yeah.
That's and I'm glad I'm able to smoke this bad boy again because this is a good cigar. But I mean, GTO makes some good cigars
Yeah.
anyway.
They got a solid lineup. I love that painkiller. That's one of my favorites.
I was just
Yeah.
telling
Then
that. I was just now the anesthesia
anesthesia.
is that to me that's one of the most slept on in the line. 'Cause a lot of people they were like, well, I never had the anesthesia. I've seen it, but I didn't really want to smoke it. Why not? That's actually one of that's like that's top that's really top three in the portfolio to me.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good
I haven't smoked
cigar.
a lot, like I said, I haven't smoked a lot of GTO. I smoked like one or two of this ago.
What you waiting on?
Bro.
Listen,
Bro. Like for real. Tap
What you
in
waiting
because
on?
you won't be
What's
disappointed. I
and
haven't had yeah, I haven't had any bad sticks from GTO.
okay.
that's what I'm saying. I haven't had any bad sticks. Now, of course you always get some that you prefer more than others, but I've smoked in the whole portfolio,
Hmm.
and I haven't had a bad experience with none of them.
Yep.
But the thing about it is GTO can actually be a bigger brand than what it is. But it's just the fact that he sticks to the shops that he knows. You know what I'm saying? He
Hmm.
like he one of those classic guys. Which is nothing wrong with that. Nothing
Kind of
wrong with
puts you
that.
in the mind. Kind of puts you in the mind of Sons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a few shops he deal with, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like he ain't,
Yeah. That's it. He don't really care to be, what I'm saying, like well known and out there. He not trying to be big. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the
yeah,
dude is a doctor, a real doctor for Christ's sake. He is a real doctor. But I kind of like that because he's not trying to be out here just trying to be flashy, trying to be just trying to be everywhere. You're like, man, listen, I'll just stick to my couple shops that I'm at, call it a day, And you know what I'm saying? Whenever they need to re-up, they already know. Because I mean, but the shops that he put his cigars in, they don't last long because they're actually that good.
Hmm. Every time I go in a B&M, it's probably two in the box. See a box up there, it's two. You can always see the bottom of the box
Facts,
every
facts,
time.
facts, bro. It's just it. I love it. Just like Kovari. They're another. I always talk about them. They have a very solid cigar selection. Very solid. Very just low key people. They're not trying to fall into the hype. And like I remember I saw one of the reps, he had an interview for their company, and he was saying really we don't do, we're kind of like a word of mouth company, and really we really don't do a lot of social media stuff. We may do something here and there, but we mainly focus on having good cigars at a good price, because you can get 10 of those cigars for like 70, $80.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Very, very reasonable. Especially down here. Very reasonable.
Yeah, bro, they're very reasonably priced cigars, and they're
What's
good
up, Steven?
cigars. What up, Steven? What up, bro? They're very good cigar, and I mean, so all right. So I have a question for y'all now, and this for everybody in the chat. For one, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to y'all. Drop down the comments. Let y'all know.
Shout out
Let us know what
to
y'all smoking, what you're drinking,
For
all that
sure.
good stuff. Um, so I got a quick. Do y'all think the prices of cigars will go down in the near future?
no,
Nah.
no,
You
no
think?
reason
Do
to.
you
Nope.
think they're going to increase?
Yeah,
Yep. Absolutely.
because people will pay it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what they put the price at. People like you might not buy three or four as you used to, but you're still gonna buy two or three of that brand.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
so
only
you so you best so you what you're telling me. So what you're telling me, we have ended the days of seeing $6 cigars.
I wouldn't say that
No.
just because there's always gonna be a market for that, and there's always gonna be a brand that their thing is just getting their cigars in your hand.
Yeah. And there's enough people that
Yep,
spend within each bracket to support
exactly.
each bracket. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's kind of
but
like an acquired taste. And some people, with certain cigars, they don't care how much they cost. They're gonna buy them. You know. Then you got some guys, they ain't gonna spend above $10 for a cigar. They don't care. How good you say it is. So
Right.
like
yeah.
like my price range is $20. That's my
You
that's
you
my
say $3?
no $20.
Hey,
I thought he said
you
three.
said $3. I
Like,
could have
man, you
swore you
$20.
smoking
said
factory
$3.
Nah,
smokes
20
I was
it's
like, you
$20.
smoking Swisher Sweets, man.
and factory smokes at that too.
Yo, listen, like honestly, like you got some people that's their price.
Right.
Yeah,
Like factory smoke is their cigar,
yeah,
but that's the most that they're willing to pay on a cigar. You know,
yeah,
like the most I would pay is 20 is $20 for a cigar. You know.
He said, I'm here for the giveaway. I'm sorry for what giveaway?
Oh,
uh,
put a foot in your ass, Texas vegan. Like
yeah,
that's my thing on it. It's one of those things too where when it because you can eventually price yourself out
Mm-hmm.
of your
yeah,
you know so people won't mind paying 50 cents more for your cigar, $1 more,
yeah,
but after a while, if you're doing a price increase every 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what most companies been doing is
hmm,
they're price increasing every 4 to 6 months. They come out with a new price list. But the
yeah,
thing about that is that you won't notice it because some will be 25 cents and some might be 75 cents.
Right.
You know, but if you're doing something where it's something like an Ashton or Perdomo, talking about $1.50 more for that
Because
cigar.
now, Do you or Justin? Listen, bro. Do y'all know how much is the new Perdomo going for? That the legacy has it dropped yet? Is it dropping?
I think it's coming next month, right?
Is it next month?
It's next month. I thought it was June,
Peter, get your mouth together, Peter.
but I'm not sure.
Oh my God, Peter,
I
Listen, listen, as long as you got some Takis and some hot
caught a
Cheetos,
midget
you
giveaway.
the
know.
Peter
torta
just
midget, torta midget.
Uh huh.
Peter
Oh
get in
my
the chat and
God.
got loose.
Oh man.
Oh my God, bro.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Peter gonna make listen. I said I was tired, but well, I am tired, but I
Man, I
made me
think
grab a bottle.
it just really it's the conscious smoker, right? A lot of times true cigar smokers, it depends on the moment that you're in, where you are, and it
Mhm.
depends on, a lot of times you'll end up picking up something and you won't even look at the price.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just depends on the mood that you're in at that time. For me, I know it's kind of like that. I ain't out here just buying $100 cigars and $75 cigars or whatever. But it all depends on the mood that you're in, the atmosphere, and all that.
Hmm.
That's how it goes for me.
You know.
I feel it so like when you go into these some shops, and I remember especially back in Houston, after class I would go, especially on Fridays. They would have guys would bring in some music, just bottles of good whiskey all the way around. And you got people that's just buying sticks for themselves, buying sticks for others, just basically sharing the wealth, basically.
Yeah.
And like with that vibe alone, with that vibe, good music around good people, you were able to, like, what, I guess I can grab some, grab somebody who never smoked before. Let me splurge a little bit. I've seen that.
Hmm.
I've seen that a lot, and I've done that. When I on that on campus job on payday, let me,
Hmm.
I can afford a Milano today. I can afford that today. That, what I'm saying, that was
Yeah.
for a broke college kid. Oliva V Melanio was for me. That was a specialty cigar for me as a broke
And
college
you
kid.
and you can be in the area too sometimes, man. I've seen it to where I like to call it forced marketing. You'll go in a humidor and you'll see cigars that should be 18 to 20 bucks. They pushing like 30, 35. And
Hmm.
Mhm.
then you got the one over here that's normally $50 or normally $45. And you like, well, if I'm gonna pay that for this, I might as well just get the good one. It's
Mhm.
Yeah,
kind of like a forced marketing tactic, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So it happens like that too.
yeah, and then like you in with at the time it was a lot of guys. It was a lot of guys out there that were smoking. You know, they had been smoking for. And see, at the time, this was what 2015, 2015. So 2015, you got guys that were at that time that I was talking to, they were smoking cigars for, you know, 30 years or, 30 years plus, 30 years at that time. So, they had a variety of cigars they actually smoked. That's one thing I liked about hanging with them. They weren't just stuck on just one brand. A lot of they had a knowledge of pretty much all of them that was in there. And they
Hmm.
had the humidor was huge. The humidor was huge. And at that time, I wasn't reviewing cigars at that time, so I didn't really care about what was new. I just wanted to look at stuff that I would like to smoke on. Because 2015, I was still finding my, what I'm saying, still finding. No, I had kind of established my palate and what I liked and what I didn't like at that time. So I was just trying to build on my
Hmm.
palate more, and just try different stuff. 'Cause I'm like, as big as this humidor is, and I see people coming in, going to this, going to that, going to this, going to that. I'm like, okay, let's see what this is about. If I see these people going over there, and then I ask them about it, like, yeah, man, I smoked this all the time. So,
And see, that's another thing too. When you got those guys been smoking 25, 30 years, they've already reached that
Mhm.
curve to
Yeah.
where they're not finna grab a $75 cigar because they're knowledgeable enough to know that this ain't smoking no better than this, or this is smoking way better than that. You know what I mean? They're in the game to where it's like, nah, I'm not doing that. I know what I need to get what I need to get. So
Right.
So
yeah,
so my thing is like when I buy cigars, I'm a quantity guy. Like so instead of paying 50 for one, I'd rather get four. In four quality cigars.
Right.
Because I know myself, like I'm gonna be smoking at least three of them that night.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather go and take that $50, and buy that four, so I can have three for the spot I'm at, and then one for when I get home. And then instead of spending that $50 on that one cigar that you're gonna sit there and enjoy. Next thing you know, you're spending $100 for those four cigars.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, and so I'm looking at Texas Tires when he said that he said I remember 27 years ago because he was worth like $20, and that was that was $1 million for me. The minimum wage was
uh,
like $5. I mean, yeah, yeah,
That's
I get it. And like, man, it's like I'm looking at listening to guys like Sal and listen to those guys that have been smoking for like for years, man, and like going back to the '90s. Saying how smoking cigars were back in the '90s. Like, man, I wish I was old enough to smoke a cigar at that time just to have that experience because I know it was a different time, a different experience back then.
yeah.
Even in the '70s, man, like what I'm saying, like '70s, man, you see a guy smoking a cigar back in the '70s. What do you have on? A suit,
Butterfly collar,
you know?
bell bottom
Yeah,
pants.
well in Atlanta that
Hey,
still go on when you go to cigar shop at night. You got to be dressed to the nines in Atlanta.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you do have a few of them in here that do. You got some of them that have dress codes.
mhm,
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
know, like for me now, when it comes to just the way I think about it now too is like, all right, from seed to roller to box, how much did it cost? Did it cost that cigar to be made? Now, and we're also talking about those $75 cigars. How much
mhm,
how much they cost to make? $5 the most. Three, do- three,
Yeah.
three, $3 to $5.
yeah,
But that profit margin is going to be, you're going to end up paying that $75, but then that's what, besides the box, maybe $57 in profit.
Yeah. Yeah. Talking huge profit margins.
It's a huge profit
yeah.
margin.
Yeah.
And like the thing too is like,
Y'all hear that?
we hit a little bit, but it's all
That's
good.
rain. Yeah, I hear
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
But you
but it's all
good. Yeah. It's in the
like
background.
the cigar world is like the stock market. It's hype. It's all about hype, story, and it's about hype and story. If the cigar's hyped up enough, and when it comes out, you can drop it for $40 a pop. People will try it at least one time.
Yeah.
At least one time.
You
Say
got
all
the
right,
right. You got the
because
right marketing.
yeah, it's all about marketing. If you
Yeah.
if you market that cigar right, everybody will try it at least one time just to say, all right, I had it. You know, so that's the game because perfect example, and I like Open Society. How is that cigar $110? Well, $120. Well,
Yeah. I don't know.
but it has a story behind it. It has hype behind it.
What up,
So
RJL?
so so somehow some way you gotta go and oh, well, you know what? Like it has to be something mysterious about the cigar. Let me put out 100. That's a box.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah,
you
you're
just
Yeah,
right.
you just paid a
that's a
box for one
box.
cigar.
Box
Listen,
price for one
for the
cigar.
price of one Open Sex Society, which in my opinion, Open Sex Society is really it's mid. It's mid. Sorry, Peter. I know how much you like that. You know, y'all like that, but that mug was mid for me, bro. That mug was super mid. But that one cigar alone, I can get a pack of bronze backs. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? I can get a pack of bronze backs and and be chilling with a good
yeah,
cigar.
but that's the other thing is you know that's the one thing where it really comes down to is do you have that disposable income to go up
Yeah,
and for that one cigar, or are you gonna go up and get 20 cigars for that one smoke? That's how you gotta look at it.
yeah, absolutely.
You
I
know,
mean,
Yeah.
listen, Steve, I don't even for me, I don't care about a box. I don't. I'm not a box guy. So I'm gonna smoke the shit anyway, and that box is going right around the fucking window once it's done.
I gotta say, for me, bro, within the past couple of years, well, when I'm not gonna count when I took my hiatus, but like when I was doing reviews, like when I first started doing reviews, I I was kind of how Carpy is and like how you are. Like I had a lot of singles. I had a lot of singles, but then like it's kind of like now within the past year, like getting back into doing reviews and stuff. Like especially if I'm gonna buy a box, I want to make sure that I really like the cigar, and like
hmm
that's just I know for a fact if I'm gonna buy a box of these, I know I'm smoking these bitches up. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm smoking these things up. And also like so shout out to Peter. He's been saddened by and I gotta send a shout out to one T Matt and Erica. If y'all caught they dueling palettes, they did the ranking for all this the top cigars that cigar reviewers smoked last year, their top cigars. So they have a thing called dueling palettes, and Peters PB97. I think it came in at like number five. I think 5 or 4, something like. And he was really hurt by that. I'm sorry, Peter, but I mean, it is what it is. It is
that's
what
a
it
great
is.
cigar, though, man. I like that cigar.
Yo, yeah, for sure. But
I love.
listen, but I'm not gonna lie though, bro. Like for
Do
me,
you
that
really
number
trust? Do you really
52.
trust Peter's palate? Do you really trust Peter's palate?
Do I
No, I
trust
mean,
Peter's palate?
Do you
I
trust Peter's
smoked it.
palate?
I smoked it. I mean,
You know,
it was a magnet for me. It was a two tip.
Oh,
you know,
no, for real, for real. Like, no. Listen,
you know,
I didn't review that cigar, but that cigar did make my list of top cigars of the year for
Yeah,
last year.
you
That
know.
cigar, that cigar was worthy. But like, here's like to me, the Padron Blacks are the best Padron. That's just my opinion. But the one that beat out the PB97 for me was the number 52.
52.
That 52 is a mwah. That 52 is something else, boy. That 52 is different.
Well,
South
Peter,
South
you know
said
what,
to me
Peter?
the Opus Society is not a real Opus.
Yeah,
Hey, Peter, Peter, you hear all this? He
Peter.
said, please don't bring up
We
this
name it Broken Pallet.
97 again.
Listen,
Yeah,
first of all, Peter, you're right. I can't afford it. I told y'all my deal. The way my child support work, if I end up spending a certain amount, Uncle Sam like, yo, hold up, like we gotta go back to court here, brother. We gotta revisit some
What
things.
up, hell dog? He said,
so
I
my
can't trust
rule.
Peter's palate further than I can throw it. But that's a great cigar. Broken Cloud, right, oh, man.
I
Oh,
always at least
man.
try to buy. I always at least try to buy two though. One to smoke, one to rest. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
always have to give them all at least a double shot.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah,
now, for me, and well, I can go ahead and say it because I mean the review will come out sometime next week, it's been a madhouse around here lately, so I ain't had a chance to edit stuff and put it out yet. But the new Placencia, it's a good cigar. It's a good cigar. Will I buy a box of it? Man, I can settle for a 5 pack of those. If they had a 5 pack or the flight sampler, I would, you know what I'm saying, I would get like 2 flight samplers, or you know what I'm saying, the 2 pack from small batch.
Yeah,
I would get that and call it a day. What about a box of those? Nah. Yeah, it's a good cigar. It's not something that I just you know.
yeah, it holds its own. I mean, wasn't the greatest. I honestly, I don't. It's still not better than the
I know,
Generation
Peter.
Salomon.
I'm working on it, bro. I'm working on it. Trust me, I'm working on it. I am working on it. Soon we will be on one
Mm-hmm.
platform. We will be on one platform.
One
So don't
time.
worry.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Then everything will be all together in one platform. So it's coming, bro. It's coming. But like the Pioneer for me, the Pioneer was a solid cigar. I wouldn't buy a box of those. Now the Pangu, I will buy a box. And the Dynasty, I will buy a box.
Hey, dog, I feel 150% on that. I wouldn't want to be
Yeah,
in no chat that Peter's in, man.
Oh man. He said yes. Hey, you telling Texas to replace you. I don't
Hey,
listen. I like. I be wanting to recommend cigars that I like to smoke to Peter, especially stuff that he's never heard of before. But I know Peter, and by now he's not gonna fucking do it. He's not gonna fucking do it. Cause like I
yeah.
don't even know Peter. Have you? I don't know Peter. Have you ever smoked? Have you ever smoked the Have you ever smoked the GTO? Have you ever smoked anything? Oh shoot, man, Joe. So Anu, he been moving around getting to the Munyon.
mm-hmm.
So he said block me.
Hey, if I if I was on the Avengers, if I was on the Avengers chat, you'll be fucking timed out all day. You'll be timed out the whole show.
The whole show?
The whole every time that his timer runs out from being timed out, I'll time his ass out again.
No, don't do him like that. Don't do him. And we love Peter around here, man. So to answer you, bro, I sent him a message, but he been moving around, bro. So he ain't got back to me yet. But I don't know. He might be on. He might not. I know he asked us earlier if we was hopping on. Ain't no telling. He might be able to hop on, or may not be. But Joe, I think those. I don't think he'll play a part in anything that he ain't getting a piece of. That's just for what I know. So um,
They're
I
definitely out
mean, they for sure out there. They're for sure
there.
out
Yeah,
there, bro.
definitely
But
out
I don't
there.
know. I don't know. I don't know if. Mm, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm still waiting on him to get back to me. On trying to figure out where his other cigars are, because I know he has more of them. I don't think Provider's the only one that has them, but of course, when we find out, you find out. You know what I'm saying? What's Sal say?
What you
Hey,
smoking
when
over there,
are
you know?
when are when
I
are the
know,
other
right?
100 Avengers going to show up on this thing?
Yeah, yeah, we know, man.
Hey, man,
See, when
listen.
you fight crime in different areas, it's like
Yeah,
we're not
Hmm.
all on the same universe. So like some of
Hmm.
us are in this universe and some of us are in this universe.
listen, somebody
Yeah.
somebody got to go and smack the guy hand who's sniffing a cigar through the cello. You
Yep,
know,
that's exactly how it goes.
coming through a humidor near you, we'll come around smacking people who go up and be sniffing it through the humidor, sniffing it through the through the cello. Be grab and be making love to the cigar, be touching it for too long.
Yeah.
We gonna go.
Running it across the nose.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Now,
yeah.
now I have to say, I
Yeah,
gotta say this for everybody in the chat, everybody that's watching. Please make sure y'all go support our brother. You know what I'm saying? Our brother, brother Marvin for the movie that
Yep.
just came out, Shadow Force.
Sure.
Make sure y'all go to the
absolutely.
theaters, support our brother. It was a really good movie. I plan on seeing it again. Yeah, man, it's a good movie. I think everybody on here should, if you get a chance to go to the movies, go support, go watch it.
I'll be
It's
watching.
really a
I'll be
great
watching
movie.
it this week.
Huh?
I'll be watching it this week. Probably on Tuesday. I'm gonna head to the theater and watch
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
It's definitely worth the watch. It's definitely worth the watch.
it.
Worth it.
Oh, and that's not Sanaa Lathan in the movie, right?
Huh?
That's not Sanaa Lathan.
Oh no, 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 no. That's not Sanaa Lathan. That's Olivia Pope.
Okay.
Miss Washington herself.
That's okay,
Miss
Sal.
Washington.
That's
Yeah.
that's okay. See, once we all get in the same universe, then yeah, it's trouble. Then
Yeah.
it's yeah, something's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, but also then again, like when when we all have a chance to get together, it's all a special time. It's always a special time when we get on this show. Period.
yeah.
And it's that's you never know. It's like a surprise, like surprise. Look who we got on here, type of
Yeah.
thing. Which
Hey,
I love it.
hey, Sal. I'm like Bizarro. I try to fight crime, but end up making it worse. I'm like Bizarro with the backward Superman ass.
But man, what was I about to say?
How
Uh,
your cigar coming over there?
It's
What,
it's
what, you,
good, man. It's really
what is
good.
it?
the
I
Hot
came on
10
late. I
by
missed it. But
Yeah.
Illusione.
that was
It's the
Hot
Hot
10.
10.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
It's
which
not
bro,
Yeah,
it's
one of
not the
my
hot two
you
though.
favorites.
winning. Yeah.
One of my favorites. Ooh, we spooky around here.
Oh shit, we got center Fred.
Yeah, we spooky around here. Let me go ahead and put this light up here. Hold
So we ain't got to hear no more about the Knicks, right?
Don't just don't say the N word.
It's
Don't
a L.
say the K word. Don't say the K word. Hey Peter, how about
Okay,
them
I'm just
bum ass?
making sure because I don't.
Yeah, Peter, how about them bum ass Boston Celtics? All right, how about them bum ass Celtics? Take that shit up the road. All right. The bus almost got flipped on when they were leaving. The fans were outside shaking the bus.
I bet. I bet y'all a
Yo,
rowdy bunch up there, man.
yo, we're the
Yeah.
closest thing.
So
We're the closest thing to soccer fans you guys gonna get.
on. I know Sal is in
I,
here. Sal is a Lakers fan. So one thing I've come to find out that Lakers fans are totally different from LeBron fans. This is new to me. This is new to me.
Deshaun,
Um, yeah,
Deshaun,
yeah. Lakers fans are totally different. So I know Sal is a Lakers fan. So I don't I know he knows, or he might have not known this, but I heard through the grapevine that LeBron is looking to go to the Warriors and play with the Warriors. So
I,
I guess is
I wouldn't take him.
see that's why that right there just that's
But but
ridiculous.
but stick, hear me out. This is the reason why. When you bring in LeBron, you're bringing also GM LeBron. So LeBron's gonna switch out that whole team. Like once LeBron's on your team, that whole team is getting traded out. Think about that young core that the Lakers had that he got rid of. Like he had He had
Oh, he
Brandon.
said that. Sal said that's
What
old
do you
news.
even
My bad.
start?
I just saw it. I just saw it. I thought it was new news.
You know, like
Sorry.
he like. Well, here's the thing: LeBron's a free agent.
Yeah,
So he can go anywhere he wants to. The thing with him is that you have to understand when you bring him in, he's gonna want control. So he's the assistant GM now. So any trade, any move goes through him. I don't care what anybody says. He knew AD was getting traded. He knew.
You know what? And I honestly, I wouldn't bet against that. I'm sure he probably,
LeBron knew.
to me, he was like the new Magic Johnson, because Magic Johnson played a huge part into some guys getting put on the team. He was involved in the business, and I
Yeah.
think that I think that LeBron is, I think he was for sure a part of that.
Well, and LeBron likes certain type of players.
but
So
yeah.
LeBron, he likes shooters that can space the floor and can clear out the lanes. This way he can do his thing in the middle and drive.
But see,
So
every team that he's been on, where he's been able to make decisions like that, it's been his team.
mm-hmm.
That won't be the case if you go to Golden State. It's not going to be his team. You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? And do they
Well,
really need that? They already bringing in guys like Jimmy Butler. You
like
know what I
I said,
mean?
Miami wasn't his team. The same thing in Miami. Miami
Yeah, but
wasn't his.
that was young LeBron though. I
You
mean,
know.
he didn't have to come in there and make too many changes. All he had to do was come in and ball.
No,
Pretty
well,
much.
You know,
he
he
bought
had the
he
pieces.
not well. He bought in Shane Battier. He bought in
Yeah,
Ray Allen. He bought in Mike Miller.
yeah.
The only reason he liked Mario Chavez is because Mario Chavez can shoot. When you have a LeBron team, LeBron's thing is he wants shooters. Like D Wade had to change his game up. Like Chris Bosh is a perfect example. Chris Bosh was a walking 20 point a game guy who worked the block. He had to change his whole game around to now where he's a stretch floor. Where he had to become a 3 point shooting big.
Yeah.
So that's the one
I
thing we'll look for. When you play with him, go ahead, six star.
no, no. I was
I
just gonna say
mean,
I wouldn't see him having that same impact in Golden State in his 40s. You know what I
Well,
mean?
but the thing,
The name carries weight. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
You know, but I don't see his role being that. I won't say important, but I don't
Well,
see it. I don't see him spearheading a movement like that in Golden State.
the
You
thing
know.
there is they already have shooters ready to go to state. So they got Buddy Hill, they got Steph. Jimmy can shoot the three.
mhm.
Draymond
Yeah.
is a small power forward.
He's the enforcer, bro. He's
Yeah,
really an
Yeah.
enforcer.
yeah. So like,
Yeah.
I can't stand Draymond, bro. Like, I think if he, I would have been able to just stand him because he was good at football too. If he would have went the football route, I would have been able to deal with him. But I don't know basketball. I don't, bro. I can't
He's just
stand Draymond,
well,
and
here's the thing.
he ugly, bro. He's a ugly motherfucker, man.
Well, you have to understand this too. Though. Like
come on, man.
he grew up in Detroit, so he grew up around those
Yeah.
old teams.
But he's your Rick Fox, your Dennis Rodman, you know what I mean? Your Kurt Rambis from back in the days. He's just that guy. You know, he ain't coming out there to drop you 40, even though he
At
used
all.
to. But
Like
that's not his thing though.
you'll be
You
lucky if you
know.
get 12.
Yeah. But you're gonna get some texts.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna get some confusion on the other side of the ball. You know, maybe even on his side of the ball as well. But that's what he does. He's a disruptor.
It should be it,
Eh,
it should be a technical foul every time that man smile. That's a ugly motherfucker.
Now, is he Tyrone Hill
That is
ugly?
a huh?
Is he
oh yeah.
Tyrone Hill?
Who?
Is he Tyrone Hill ugly?
Worse.
No, no, nobody's ugly than Tyrone Hill. Tyrone Hill is
Man,
They
you went
hey
back. You
they
said
neck and
Tyrone
neck.
Hill.
Hey, neck and neck, boy. This some ugly motherfuckers, man.
like him, Nick Van Axel. Who
Hey, Nick head was just huge.
like Popeye Jones.
But
Another.
I don't think anybody had a bigger head than Jason Terry. Jason Terry had that Mega Mind head, boy.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, him and Stephon Marbury, they had the heads
Yeah.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Them
Yo, could
boys
Yeah,
you headbutt by Steph?
yeah.
move Austin Reeves. I can see that. I can see that.
You know who I want? I
AJ's
want.
lawn care. What's going on?
Yo, what's up, AJ? How you doing, man?
What's up, AJ?
Yo, like, like honestly, like I really like. I want Dalton Connect. That's who I want.
You want who?
Dalton Connect from the Lakers. I would
Oh,
give up. I would give up a pick for him because off the bench he gonna do work. Dalton Connect is nice.
Okay.
Oh, come on, AJ. Really,
tartar
really,
sauce assassin.
really, AJ. Oh
Now,
man.
listen, bro. I
Oh,
listen. I can take that name one or two ways. I'm not gonna.
yeah, yeah. Hey, listen, man. AJ, man. I hope you're doing good, man. I talk to you. I talk to your pops all the time. So I talk to your pops and your mom all the time. Yeah.
Damn, boy.
But
I hate when that happens out here, boy.
look,
The humidity, especially after
AJ,
the
yeah,
rain.
yeah.
Y'all see that?
AJ,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm. He's down there in Texas with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Long John Silver's hate see me coming. That's crazy work. That's crazy work.
Yeah.
That's crazy work, bro.
Yo, you know what? Like, I think I was in
So
Texas the first time where I actually seen like an actual drive-through along John Silver.
You ain't never
really,
seen that?
We don't got those up here.
Oh no, they don't got them up there.
yeah,
Nah.
everything is walk up there, right?
Yeah. Well, no, we got
Nobody
drive-through.
drives. Who
But we got
drives?
everybody drive in New York, man.
Man, I
Man,
thought most people walk or roll the bike.
no,
Wait. Because I got some homeboys, man. I had some homeboys that I used to go to college with. They were older than me, and they didn't have no license. They didn't even know how to drive.
Ah,
yeah. Well, because it's you either go two routes. It's either you're gonna be on that MTA train,
Mm-hmm.
and you go MTA everywhere, or
mm-hmm.
or you gonna get a car. But here's the thing too, though. If you're not leaving the city, you have no reason for a car because
I get it.
at that age, man, listen, you hop on. Like, you want to go to Brooklyn, man, you hop on that 4 train. You're in Brooklyn. You want to go to Queens, you hop on the A train. Wherever you need to go, that train take
Okay.
Bro, listen. I've seen some wild stuff on them trains, bro. I don't
you. Yeah,
think I would. I
Fred.
don't think. And then y'all got
Bro,
raccoons. Y'all got raccoons and beavers
no,
for rats out there, bro. I don't
Yeah,
think that I'll
yeah,
be able to do it, bro.
the rats are small cats.
yeah. That's yo. I got on the train last week because it was pouring down rain, so I hopped on the train. And I tell because if it's midday and the train car is empty, there's a bum on there. When I tell you, he smelled so bad that he stunk up the one cart going this way and the one cart going that way. That's how bad he stunk. And then the door opened, and you just smelled to come out the fucking come out the door. I'm
That's
like
wild, bro.
I'm like he
That's
needs to be
wild, bro.
shot.
That's so wild to me, bro. How like, cause like out here, bro, out here. Well, like I mean, of course, we got dart trains, but like they just take it to like from just say we don't even have them over here like where I'm at. Where on this side of Dallas where I'm at, we don't have it. We don't have it out here. But
Well,
like
the
you
one
go
thing
towards the
is,
city, you got the little you got the little dart trains, but I don't really see bums get on them. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't see them get on them trains.
well, bums. Well, here's the thing: bums don't. So like in Jersey or NJ Transit, you don't see bums on the train. Don't see bums on the train. You may see them on the bus every now and again, but you never see them on the train.
Yeah.
Like in New York City,
Hey,
uh, bums are everywhere.
I get it. But listen, bro. All them videos that I done seen, boy.
Yo,
I
listen,
seen somebody, I seen that it was a dude. I'm like, for one, why are you recording this? Number two, it's restrooms over there. It's restrooms, in the subway, ain't it?
you don't want to go inside there.
Nah, but it's see, and then too, like a lot of I know, like down here, they got like the the trains and buses. They have their own like policing, so
Hmm.
they don't allow like the homeless to go in those bathrooms because they'll go in there and set up shop.
Yeah.
It's like I'm an electrician by trade, and I used to run a lot of pipe and wire down in the train stations, the back houses, and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And you'll be surprised some of the places that you'll see people sleeping
Uh-huh.
in, you know, and the normal passenger coming through trying to get on a train in a rush, get the shit scared out of them. Next
Well,
thing you know, boom, 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 they falling down. It's a lawsuit, you know.
That's wild.
here's the thing too
That's,
is in the train system they have cities like little cities of homeless people. Like
mm,
if you go to Harlem on 148th Street, that's the last stop of the train. So they
Hmm.
what they do is they would just go and just walk down, and they'll sit there and camp because there's no power line down there. So they have their
yeah.
own, you know, and everybody got their stuff and people, and of course like cops don't go over there. So
Yeah.
it's like Wild Wild West.
Now, here's my question. So I've been hearing this for the longest time, and I want to know from you if it's true when it comes to. I gotta go to New York pizza. I gotta go to it real quick
Uh-huh.
because, of course, Chicago people said that their pizza is way better.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
I mean, so I got a question. So
You don't eat pizza with
what makes New York pizza the best?
the water.
Bigger
The what?
slices. The water.
The water.
The water.
What's so special about the water?
But
I have
I'm
no
trying to
idea.
figure this out with them big ass
Yeah.
beavers that y'all got
Yeah.
out there.
There's nothing in the water, but at the same time, you have a lot of traditional Italians that lived in like you can't go and get a dollar slice because real pizza shops don't serve the dollar slice. The Akis run the dollar slices over here. So like
Okay.
so you have to go to places like they got a place called like Artichoke make really good pizza. There's a spot on 31st next to the garden that makes really good pizza. Like you got to go to places that's been around since the 60s. Sal tell you. Sal tell you got to go to places that been there from the 50s, 60s, earlier than
Hmm.
that. Those places are make traditional good pizza.
Well, I tell
And they
you
are, they
what.
are they are brick ovens, right?
Um, not anymore. We have a few places that got brick oven, like
Hmm.
spot by Coney Island called Grimaldi's. They
Hmm.
they they got brick oven pizza. Um, but it's not a lot of spots in New York City that do brick oven no more. But at the same time, that's considered like a delicacy for brick oven.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like
Because I've seen them, like I've always wanted to get one and just start making. What I'm saying, I think that'll be really fun. So, so especially as the kids are growing up, make a pizza and like put them like in the little brick oven. You know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
the little brick ovens, and let just traditional pizza making basically.
But that Chicago deep dish, bro. Whoa. I don't
listen,
know.
you don't
I
you
don't
don't eat
know.
pizza with a fork and a knife.
Man, look, I don't know. I beg to differ. That's a good ass pizza. That's a good ass pizza,
That's what
bro.
I'm
And it's
saying.
made
That's what
right.
I'm saying, bro.
I
That's what I'm
beg to
saying.
differ.
I've heard that so much that Chicago deep dish pizza is
Yo,
better than a typical New York slice.
Nah,
I put out the fork, the knife, and the napkin for that.
nah. Like if
For
if
real.
Peter Punk ass was still here, Peter would go up and talk about his you know his New Haven pizza. because New Haven is supposed to have because up there they have a lot of brick up spots up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. That's
you
a
know.
bit. I mean, these are places, of course, that I want to travel to, but I'm like, bro,
Well, I
I
think
don't
one thing
know.
too is one thing that gets mixed up too is a lot of Albanians own pizzerias,
Hmm.
and they pizza slap because it's thin crust.
Right.
It's very thin.
I
Like
like a good thin crust pizza, bro.
Yeah,
I like a
yeah.
good
they
thin crust pizza.
they pizza's on point.
Do that so, because I mean, one thing that's big out here, especially out here in Texas, bro, is stuffed crust pizza. Like it's a big thing. When it's done right, it's really really good. Do they do that
Or
out there in New York?
I can never get into it.
Stuffed
The
crust.
stuffed crust
Yeah,
pizza?
stuffed crust pizza, man.
Like, but they got that up there, don't they?
Nah, there's no
Nah.
stuff. Nah, but no.
So
But here's the
I
fun- but Jersey got good pizza too, because Jersey got real good pizza.
hey, ever since I can't fuck with Jersey because of Chief Keef, bro. When Keith said we about to go and shoot New Jersey, I can't go.
Because let me tell
That's
you
my
something. Like like I thought New York was wild. I thought New York was wild. Jersey is wild. Like Jersey City, Newark, Trenton, East Orange. These kids don't think.
Nah.
They don't think. Like it's like so. I remember I was on the side I'm at now. I seen three kids cross the street with AK-47.
what?
No, yeah, listen. I'm in my Uber, man. I looked at my Uber driver. I said, "You just see that shit?" He said, "I don't know, but I'm about to speed up a little bit." He said, "I don't know what's about to go down,
Shit, a little bit.
man." Shoot, because like especially during the summertime, these kids they don't know how to act, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like back home, like we would go and like the cats, like we would go up and do dumb shit and get into little fights with the Mount Vernon cats,
Yeah.
little scuffle with cats from Yonkers, you know, like but they would come over and do stupid shit. Like they would just go up and shoot up a park
For
and hit.
what?
Yeah. So what they would do is they
Yeah.
would go shoot the park up with a oot, and they would hit the backboard.
Hmm.
Hit the, what happens? Ricochets everywhere.
Right.
So they don't care who they hit.
That's wild, bro. Like that's wild to me, bro. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Of course, Texas is open carry, but you don't see no kids, especially around here. Like, around here, you don't see no kids walk around with no. Man, you see kids walk around with a backpack and a uniform on, but you don't see
Listen,
them walk around with no
I heard,
AKs, though, dude.
I heard Dallas
Well,
is wild.
Georgia. Georgia. Everybody got a gun.
Uh-huh.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody for sure. I mean, and
Yeah.
it's the same thing out here. It's the same thing, bro. All right, so certain parts you go to out here in Dallas, bro, it is now it get raunchy. It get real
Yeah.
raunchy real quick. But I mean, it's just like, but most parts that you go to, of course, you'll see somebody walking in the store. Make sure they got they got their gun on them. I mean, hell, I do. Because I mean, somebody think they're gonna try. My job is to make it home. You
That's
get what
it.
I'm saying? My
That's
That's
my
it.
it.
job is to make it home.
Make it
I
home.
don't I don't I don't I'm not out here saying, oh, I'm planning on doing something to somebody. Nah, that ain't my job is to make it home. And I'm gonna make, and here's the thing. I'm some way, shape, form, or fashion, I'm coming home. You understand me?
Uh-huh.
Gotta make it. Gotta make
I'm
it.
coming home. I'm coming home.
You
But
know, and in lighter news, we got to about the main controversy.
Man, look. Before we do that,
Okay.
this
Ooh.
cigar right here
Ooh.
yeah.
Okay.
is
Oh.
doing its
I
thing.
still
You hear
gotta
Oh.
me?
try it, bro. I
Oh.
still gotta try.
Look,
I've
Oh.
heard.
They stick.
shout out to Jamar. Look,
Yeah.
this cigar is doing its thing. Yo,
Bro,
The problem
what's
is
the?
getting just
I,
right.
I watch Hound Dogs reviewing it, but I don't remember the blend. Can't you know what the blend on that is?
Yeah, it's Ecuadorian. He says Ecuadorian broadleaf,
Mm-hmm.
Pennsylvania binder,
Mm-hmm.
and Nicaraguan fillers.
Nice.
Man,
All right. Okay.
it's really really good.
Because I have to say, like some like Pennsylvanian to me is a hit and miss. It it's a hit and miss because I've had some cigars that had Pennsylvania in the blend, and it was real like real soily to me.
He blended this one in just right. It's not soily at all, man. It's got a heavy presence on the palate, man.
So
Nice, medium
Man,
plus.
I can't because I know you got a review coming out on it, so I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I ain't giving out too much, but yeah, I do have a review coming out on this one,
Yeah,
and the Gen 413 as well.
the who now?
The Gen 413.
Oh, okay.
That's the other one. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, man. Great
So I mean,
cigars.
there's a lot of I gotta go back to circle back to Perdomo because there's a lot of hype surrounding that the legacy that legacy cigar life. I'm trying to a lot of people that I don't know. Did anybody smoke it at PCA? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if anybody smoked it at PCA or not.
my thing
I hadn't
about
heard anybody talk about it.
I would love to see them partner with somebody.
Who
With a,
Perdomo?
yeah.
Do
I would
you
love.
but do you think Nick Perdomo would actually be down to do that though?
That's the problem. Like I would love to see him work with. You know, I would love to see him work with Willie Hurt. I would love to see him work with Hector Alfonso. You know, I want to work with different blenders to come
Hmm.
up, even if they're LEs, but it's something different from the portfolio.
Right,
Right.
right.
You know, it's not gonna be that same that don't get me. And it's always gonna be a consistent cigar with Perdomo, but it's very safe.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
I want to see them go up and really, you
Take a
know,
risk.
take a risk.
Take a
There's nothing wrong
risk.
with it.
I understand.
Take a risk. You know,
Hmm.
I mean, I would love to see I would love to see Perdomo do some things with do something with some other companies. I just like honestly, I who I want to see do something. I would like to see Perdomo and Fuente drop a cigar. I think that would be really different.
uh,
I think it'll be different, bro. That's different. That's
you know
really
what? It
different.
might. The only thing I could see it happening is maybe a cleaner smoke,
Hmm.
maybe a
Okay.
cleaner smoke, but it'll still. I think it'll still be a Perdomo, but a cleaner Perdomo. That's all I can see.
I
Okay.
would.
What about Crooks and Perdomo?
I haven't smoked a lot of crooks.
Crooks is slept on.
I haven't smoked a lot of crooks, but
Crooks
I
is slept
think.
on.
I think Perdomo and Sebastian, man.
mm,
Perdomo and
Mm.
Sebastian would be something real unique.
I
I think that'll
mm.
be something real unique, especially if it's sun grown.
mm.
That'll be real different.
What? Okay. What about Perdomo and Ferio Tego?
I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, if we talking about like I'm talking about like going outside the box type. You know what I'm saying? And I think that'll be super outside the box.
The Feriotego.
Hmm. Because I mean,
Okay.
it's Ferio Tego, bro. Like it's this not Nat Sherman no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, hey
Yeah.
guys, I got 2 boxes of the Perdomo Legacy Sun Grown Nicaragua and a box of the Connecticut. The word they gave with Dave. What? How you say his last name? Garofalo? Any Garofalo?
Garofalo. Yeah.
Raphael.
Yeah, Garofalo. Is there will be another great sticker coming later this
Mm.
year. Hmm.
No, speaking
Okay.
speaking of sticks, like that.
What up, AZ?
What's up, Az? Now,
AZ in the building.
did you guys see Guy Fieri on Rogan?
Oh, I didn't.
So Guy
Nah.
Fieri He was on Rogan, but they were sitting there talking about the knuckle sandwich.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So the second I seen that, I text Hector. I said, I hope you got enough inventory.
Hey, AZ on your ass already.
Don't hate because I'm beautiful, AZ.
Kimbo Slice. Hey, you know, if Kimbo Slice dropped the cigar, would y'all smoke it?
Yo, listen.
No.
Rest in peace to the legend, but if he was still here and he decided, you know what, let me drop a cigar, do y'all think? And speaking of celebrities that drop a cigar, I've been hearing some good things about Conor McGregor's cigar. I've been hearing some good things about it, bro.
It's better than the whiskey.
I've heard somebody actually say it's like 100 times better than the whiskey, bro.
Okay.
I know Kimbo is dead, AZ. That's why I said rest in peace to the legend, bro.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's
I don't know. I can't see him in that. I can't see him in that lane though. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. But I'll try any cigar once. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
no. Surprisingly, they weren't from Conor himself.
Who do you think would back him on that? You know, I know we talk Kimbo. If that would have came to be, who do you think would back him? Who do you see him going with making that cigar?
Well,
Gurkha.
Oh God.
No, but the only reason I say that is because they got Mike Tyson.
Man, look, the Tyson was not a bad cigar.
Right. Listen, I knew you was gonna say
it wasn't great, but it was not a bad cigar. It was very, very surprising.
AZ said the same thing.
He just said it. Gurkha. He just said Gurkha. I mean, I can most definitely see Gurkha back in the cigar like this for sure.
Because
I can most definitely
too, like, you know, but like when you think of Kimbo, it's like you need something hard and heavy. That's Kimbo. You know,
yeah.
Pause. You know, but you know, like, sorry, I got pause.
You said who back the shadow smokers? I don't know.
God damn it,
AZ, I know you bought like 5 boxes.
Yeah.
I know AZ bought 5 boxes on Cigar Page from that the Shadow Smoker cigar.
Well, the W, like, here's the thing. I don't care nobody say. I'm the biggest Liberty fan. Like, I was gonna take off from work to go to the parade. I've been waiting 26 years for them to win the championship, and they finally got one last year.
Listen, I haven't watched WNBA basketball since Cheryl Swoops and Lisa Leslie.
They won the first one, right? When it Spoon,
hey,
Spoon
I can't
and
listen.
Lobo?
I'm not gonna talk about Cheryl. Cheryl is the coach over there at my alma mater at Texas.
I don't care. She beat my Liberty twice.
Yo, she had it, man.
That
was baby. That was baby. You know why he? But you know why he really saying that, right? Because that was baby Jordan.
Yeah.
No,
that was baby Jordan. That's really why he's saying that.
She beat my Liberty twice.
Yeah.
Twice. And my girl Teresa Witherspoon, man. Love Spoon. You know,
Spoon's cool.
You know.
Oh man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate it. You know, now you got to make sure you follow my dude Cigar for real, bro. Guys, excellent content, bro.
Oh, and follow me as well. Next Sunday, I'm gonna have. Yeah,
I was about to leave you hanging, G.
I'm just saying. Go
ahead, plug it. Go ahead, plug it.
I got a guilty plug, man. You know, so I'm gonna have Michael Prisdell on the show next Sunday. Okay. I'm trying to get one more of my boys to come on the podcast for Sunday. If I can get those two on the show, I'm telling you right now, if you are a whiskey or a spirits guy, that is the show that you're gonna want to watch because those two right there, I'm trying to get my boy Tom Fisher on the podcast. Tom
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tom runs the Bourbon Blog,
Okay.
and Michael, you know, and of course Michael Life is spirits. So
Right.
those two together, they gonna know every in and out, every nook and quirky, every nook and cranny about whiskey, spirits, any questions you have, any the history of it. It's gonna be answered right then and there.
Definitely gonna
That's a
tap in
bit,
with that.
bro. Yeah, for sure gonna tap in. For sure gonna tap into that, bro. You know what? You know we need another like we need another chili smoke for Big Guilty. We all come on there on Big Guilty podcast and
Yeah,
shoot the
yeah, we
shit.
do. Hell yeah, I do.
Sure.
We need another one of those, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, Richard.
yeah,
The rest of the panel, bro. The rest of the panel. Let's see. We got a couple that's working right now. Some of them handling family business, and just life, bro.
yeah,
Just life stuff.
yeah,
That's why, man. Like we don't be tripping. Like if we don't see the whole, see the whole panel, cause we know we know what's going on. Cause like we talk outside of this. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like we talk heavy
Yeah.
outside of
Oh,
this.
and
And
yeah, in the Instagram chat, the wildest. It's almost as wild as me and Roger. Me and Roger got a good one too.
listen,
Yeah.
the goddamn what that goddamn Instagram chat be going crazy. Be going crazy, boy. It's filled with nothing but freaky frogness from Eno.
Yeah, a lot of frog, a lot of frog, a lot of
Boy,
frog.
hey, and it's a bullfrog at that, boy.
You know what? That's a perfect segue to go to another freaking frog. Sean Puffy Cole.
Hey,
Oh
man,
Lord.
listen. All right, so yeah, we gotta talk about this, y'all. But so we go of course we're gonna get back into cigars for a minute. But I got a question for everybody that's in the chat and my boys that's on the panel with me right now. What do y'all think is going on with Sean Puff Daddy P Diddy P Dizzle P Diddley P Diddler Combs?
Oh man, know what? Stick,
What
you go
ain't
first.
going on with him? Nah, I
Yeah.
mean, that's a wild boy, man. That's a wild boy. You know, he been, you know what I mean. This ain't
Yo,
nothing new, man. He been throwing the hints for years.
yeah.
You know what I
My
mean?
my whole thing about the situation is just his kids is there in the courtroom listening to me. His kids are like, can you imagine
Yeah,
that you hear that your dad like getting certain stuff rubbed on his nipples?
so wait, so one interview I saw, said the son is one of the actual guys that picks the girls.
Hmm?
Hmm.
hmm Says who can come in the house and who has to stay outside at the
That's
party.
wild. That's wild. Cause see, listen. I've been seeing some wild stuff, bro. Hold on, wait. Hold on, real quick. Richard asked if do you guys follow OGT? I do follow
Yeah.
OGT
Oh,
cigars.
Glenn Tobacco. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. I like his content too, man. I like his stuff too.
Oh, he said
Um,
oh,
listen, did y'all see the whole thing with Cassie liking golden showers? That
yeah,
asking for golden showers. Now that right there
yeah.
sent me for a loop. But
Yeah.
I mean, you know who I blame for that? I blame R. Kelly. I don't care what nobody say. I blame Kells for that foolishness because he's the one
Oh,
that started that madness. I
yo,
blame Kells.
It's crazy.
that
I
dude,
blame Kells.
like honestly, like when you find out that she had a sex addiction and she was down for it. She was down for it. You know, like to find out your dad's a cuck. That's number one.
So do you think that makes her innocent?
No, no, no. I think
Because it's a lot of people like, well, Cassie liking golden showers. She was young.
no,
She didn't know. Like,
nope.
man, she
I'm
knew
not.
what she
I'm
knew.
not. I'm not taking none of these chicks with the unaccountable ass. Because here's my thing. You have to understand, like, the lifestyle that she was granted for doing that. And honestly, the whole play was she probably wanted to get married, and that marriage guarantees half of Diddy's money. That marriage guarantees the power of being Miss Combs. So that right there has its own power in itself. So you just have to be the Patsy Diddy's runaround. Now, see, you know what? Like, listen, Deshaun, we gonna find out that Deshaun will have a case on him too. You know what? I would say it's okay until she says no. But the thing about it is, it was messed up when she went up and they asked her, when you were with your husband, did you answer the phone while you were having sex with Diddy? And your husband called you. And she sat there and it said she smirked and said yes.
That's wild, bro. Like that, you know how wild that's wild, bro. That is wild. That's wild, G.
Wow is understated. That right there, like, it's like that right there. You gotta
what
fight.
up, Kendall?
Look, like, you gotta fight. Like him and Diddy got square up. You gotta shoot the fair one.
I mean, why, but you can't get mad. You can't get mad at Diddy though. You can't get mad at Diddy for that though.
You can't. But like that, right? Because like, don't get me wrong. Like,
the judge asked her, did she answer the phone?
Yep.
He didn't hit send. He didn't hit the green phone.
Yep. And she said yes.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. They were both married at this time, right? When all this was going on.
No, Diddy wasn't.
She was.
Okay.
She was. Diddy was not.
So obviously, whatever she had going on was on the rocks anyway.
What up, Ben?
No, he's still with her. He got 3 kids with her now.
Yeah. They still together.
Yeah, but is it? I love a dog, or is it? Yeah. It's cheaper to keep her.
Yes. No.
You know what I mean? Which one is it?
He don't got no money. He said,
bro, listen. This look. The whole thing is wild, bro. And then I just saw this picture with Diddy and R. Kelly at a party back in the day. And somebody was like, boy, I bet that was a wild night, boy. I bet that was a wild night.
Wild is an understatement.
Yeah, Young Miami name gonna come up too.
Bruh. All I know is that, like, more and more of this case is unfolding, and you're really about to see a lot of dark sides to a lot of people that they, you know what I'm saying, that really, especially the ones that's keeping themselves private, not really saying too much, that never really put themselves out there, but they was at them Diddy parties wilding. Like, all right, so I gotta bring this. Speaking of celebrities wilding, did you see that video of Halle Berry and her man?
No, what happened?
Yeah.
I mean, she basically put out there that he been taking her to Pound Town, bro. Listen, I get it. At a certain age, you just don't give a fuck no more, and I get it. But goddamn, Halle Berry, come on, Halle. They listen. They in the bed, covered up, half naked. Actually, they naked. I know for a fact they was naked in that video. They was for sure naked. And he was like, I'm waiting on her to hurry up. Come on. He ready to go again. But see,
listen. You like Unc right now. You on them Rose Sparks. He ready to go. You on them Rose Sparks right now. He like, listen, like he like, I'm 18 again with these pills right now.
Man. What up, Shadow?
You know, he's like,
John, what's good?
You know, ready to go.
Yeah, it's gonna get crazy though. I mean, it is.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna get a lot crazier.
Oh yeah, and I'm here for it because I
Thank
mean,
you.
listen, I'm here for it, bro. Out of everything that's going on in the world right now, this shit is in a way it's not even really sad no more. It's just this shit is really entertaining to me. That shit is entertaining as fuck to me because I'm
Well,
like we all knew that he was a wild boy. Period. Because oftentimes when people ask about his Diddy parties, he'll say it's wild.
he told
But
you.
I mean, he told you it was
He
wild, bro.
told you. He told you. You know.
Yeah.
But Darshawn Wiley, bro. He
Because
wild. I gotta go for a rounds for Hallie. Relax. Wait,
I
young
told you.
Hallie,
I told
young
you.
Hallie
I
or
told you.
old Hallie?
I told he take Holly now. Listen, Darshawn is we gonna find we gonna see Darshawn on the Ohio news. You know, a major case in the area. You know,
I look, G. I'm gonna let. I said I was gonna let Hallie slide, but then again, I'm like, no, no, I ain't gonna let her slide
Mm.
with it because it's too much going on in the world that they let you
bro,
slide
yes,
with this.
I got the telephone there.
That shit was entertaining though. She was very much so entertaining.
Listen, like for the husband, how like what are you gonna do when you go and you find out that every other night your girl's organs are being rearranged.
The man knew, man.
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
knew. It's just
you
like Fred said,
usually
hanging
pregnant.
around for the check.
yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Believe me, he was getting paid, bro. If he's still there, like you say, he's still hanging on, he was getting paid, bro. He
You
was
know,
reaping the
bro. You know
benefits.
what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Because Trump was at a Diddy party.
Yo,
Like you know how how wild how big your party has to be for Trump to be there.
no, but back then Trump was a regular dude back then, man.
That's New York real estate.
Yeah,
Facts,
like Trump was a regular dude back in the day. Trump was at all the
bro.
hip hop.
Watch out, watch Darshawn. Watch out, bro. Not Oprah. Not bro. Come on.
But
Now listen,
yeah,
there's certain boundaries you should not cross, and that's a big one.
listen, no, listen. Let me tell you this. Me and Stedman gonna have to
Ben
throw him
said,
up.
when is J Lo being included?
Yeah,
You can't forget J Lo. You cannot forget J Lo. What you say? You know,
I said, me and Darshawn gonna be throwing them up for Oprah. I need that. Listen, Stedman got his own crib on the property. Stedman
bro.
living good.
Bro. You wilding with Oprah though. You
Listen, yo,
wilding with Oprah.
you see, you see, you
You
see.
listen now. If we go older women, you know who I would take over Oprah? Give me Shaka Khan all day.
I love Shaka, but Shaka don't got Oprah money.
Hey, Shaka or Sade.
Love, love both of them, but they don't got the money. If I'm going that old, nah. I need that bread. I need that money.
Bro, I don't know how your cigar smoking, bro.
Man, lovely. Lovely.
Man.
Yeah, but to answer your question, Sade,
Mm-hmm. Sade all day.
yeah.
He said Tracy Ross. All right, now listen. Now let's bring up an old debate.
My
Let's
brother,
bring up
what? Tracy Ross. Diana's daughter.
a. Mm. Hey, she like young men. She don't like older guys.
All right.
She actually said
He,
that
he,
she loves younger men. But all right, let's bring up an old debate. Now this for all my so all my guys that grew up in the '80s. Apollonia or Vanity.
I always thought they were the same person. For the
You the
longest,
first you the
I
first
thought
you
they
the
were the
first person I
same
heard say
person.
that. What up, Sid?
For the longest, it was just, oh
Give
no.
me, give me Paula Abdul.
No, it's either listen, choose Apollonia or Vanity. Everybody saying Vanity. Why y'all sleep on Apollonia like this? It's crazy.
I would take Jackie Brown. What was her name?
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier?
Pam Grier. Pam Grier.
hey, hey, Peter said NYC
The New York
is
City disgusting.
Listen,
disgusting.
first off, Peter, you just mad you got that nasty ass Connecticut pizza up there.
Oh shit, bro. Listen, I'm gonna put it to you like this: if I was around growing up in the '80s,
Peter was at Diddy back in the day.
now, but listen, Apollonia was Apollonia was a different type of fine. Vanity was a different type of fine. But if you have to go with one, I don't know, man. It's something about Apollonia, bro. When she purified herself in the waters of Lake
Lake
Minnetonka.
Minnetonka. Yeah. I think that throwed everybody off.
Oh, Peter,
it ain't you, Peter.
if we get back
you.
on this subject now,
it ain't your pizza. Y'all put clam chowder on pizza. I don't want to hear nothing.
clam chowder on pizza.
Yeah.
Hey, Sheila E for sure the baddest.
Yeah.
For sure Sheila E, bro. Now wait, time out. If you take a young Shaka Khan or Sheila E, which one you pick?
Love me some Shaka Khan.
With Cigar? Which one?
Shaka.
Shaka. Hey, Shaka's still gorgeous. She's still beautiful, and she's almost 80.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Give me Madonna. You are disgusting. You are disgusting. You are disgusting."
Listen, first of all, you know what? First of all, we do not play in the snow over here. In the words of Dr. Umar, okay? In the words of Dr. Umar Johnson, the Bunny Brigade will not infiltrate this podcast today.
You know what? I think in a way, Dr. Umar is I think he's a cigar smoker, bro.
I think Dr. Umar is a con artist, and he lump up anything he can get.
Well, Shaka, she almost there. She almost there, bro. Mansion, she almost there. Oh yeah, Anita Baker for sure. But I still listen to her music. Sade, Gladys, Shaka. I listen to all of them while I'm smoking cigars. But how about this? I don't know.
Mary J or Faith?
Listen. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. And I think my father will be proud of me. Because my dad he was a huge Mary J fan. Mary J is gorgeous. Mary J fine, bro.
But Faith was a different type. Faith was bad.
I don't know, bro. She was just too light skinned for me, bro. That's just me. Just too light skinned for me. She was pretty.
Messy.
Yep.
Messy. Very messy.
Yeah, boy. Mary J all day. Who Charlie Baltimore?
No,
who is that?
No.
Rough Riders.
No.
All right, what about Denise from the Cosby Show?
Wait a goddamn minute, man. How do we get back there?
Denise is still fine.
AZ said, "Fred, don't be racist." I'm sorry. So sorry.
Listen, every Charlie Baltimore, no. First, but I would say this. Goddamn. Lenny. Well, what's her real name in real life? Lenny Kravitz's ex-wife, who got Zoe Sparks or Zoe Clapp. Whatever Denise's real name is in real life.
Lisa Bonet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Alicia. Oh my god. She was a different type of bad.
She was with
Different.
Facts.
Jason Momoa for a minute.
Oh yeah. Yep.
For
Yep.
real?
And
She
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
yeah.
And see, here's the
She
problem.
was.
Like Lenny couldn't say nothing because you could like Jason Momoa pop out looking like fucking what was he on Game of Thrones? Count Drago, whatever his name was, come out like
Yeah.
6'6", all muscle, any from New Zealand. You like, oh fuck, I can't beat this dude.
Lenny was Lenny though, man.
Yeah,
Lenny
yo,
was like Prince in a sense.
yo, Lenny is
Lenny didn't Lenny
Lenny
didn't
is
need no
still
muscles.
God.
Lenny was just like,
Yeah.
yo, come here.
Lenny is still a god. Yo, he was at the Knicks game on Friday.
He said,
Yeah.
"Give me Hillary Banks." That's wild. That's
Yeah.
wild. Az, I know Az. Well, Az, I know you had a celebrity crush here somewhere. Him and Peter. I know both of y'all had a celebrity crush. I would love to know who their celebrity crush was.
First of all, back in the day, everybody liked Topanga back in the day.
Topanga?
She was
I
a
ain't like
cutie.
Topanga, bro. I ain't like.
Topanga was a cutie back in the day, man.
I ain't now. Listen, I would take what's your face um from Friends.
Oh no! First of all, if you go in there, I would take Kelly from Married with Children, man.
No, you know who I'm talking about, the one from Friends. The
Or Jennifer Aniston,
no, not Jennifer Aniston. The other one,
who Courtney Cox.
the short one. She played in Ace Ventura with Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura.
It
She had
wasn't
the she
Courtney.
had the
Okay,
dark hair,
so
the dark hair.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mathis, you are a sick man. You are a
Queen
sick.
Latifah. Oh, that's crazy. The
You are
young Queen
sick.
Latifah. That's wild.
You are a
That's
sick man.
wild. That's
You are a
wild,
sick
bro.
man.
You
That's a
might as well
real
say
nigga.
MC Light, bro. He said, bro. Hey, young Nia Long is
Oh,
undefeated.
legendary,
Young Nia Long is undefeated.
legendary.
He said my celebrity crushes.
Sons.
Let me put a star by this comment.
Oh, so
Star comment right there. Go ahead, Justin. What you about to say?
nah, I was just about to say you want some cigars, bro? We'll get you some cigars.
Exactly.
He said, sons, we'll get you some cigars.
Oh,
We'll get you some AZ.
Hey,
yeah.
right, Joe? Right?
Yeah, you know what? But I will say this though. I did see like young pictures of Stans back in the day, like in his like 20s, like Stans like Prince.
He had long hair.
Stans had long hair. Yo,
I can't see sons with a Jerry curl,
Stans
bro.
had,
I can't see sons with a
he had
Jerry.
long straight hair. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what are you saying,
No, just well,
Yeah.
What are you saying,
I ain't
Hey, yo, pause.
major. I mean, look, I'm saying like he would come around, and I don't know where he found the picture at, but he had pictures of him when he was younger. He going around the shop showing everybody in the shop pictures of him when he was young.
That's crazy work to me, bro. I ain't about to show no. I love you, sons, but nah. Yo, pause.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't doing that, G.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that. All right, let's talk about cigars real quick, y'all. Now, um, right now, what is your favorite cigar right now?
Oh shit.
If
Oh man.
or all right, top three cigars right now for you.
Old and
And
Let's
new.
start with you first.
go
Yeah.
ahead,
Old and new cigars.
it don't matter.
It don't matter. Well, you know what? All right, we'll go. Let's go new cigars.
Oh fuck. Hmm. I go to the Rolodex. I'm trying to think of everything that I smoked this year. Smoked a lot of shit this year too. Um, I really like. I like the Los Caveras
The
2025.
Decimo.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
2025 that one.
Which one?
The 2025 Los Caveras.
Okay.
Like uh, let's see. Um, I'm trying to get something that I went back to because I smoked a lot of stuff at one time. Uh, oh, go ahead, Stick. Go ahead, Stick. I'm gonna be here a while.
Well, definitely got to put that the new Amazon Basin up there.
Yeah, actually, I like
That
that. I like
was
that. I
that
like
was a
that
good
one.
one.
That was a good one. Yeah, I like that one.
Okay.
Atabey Black was new to me this year. I didn't smoke that one until this year, so definitely it new cigars for me. Yeah, it's in my top three.
I didn't
And
actually. I wasn't a big fan of that one.
you what?
No, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this: my top three includes. Well, you just said the Amazon Basin 2025, and that's for sure a part of my top three. Um, the Chamale Pangu and the Chamale Dynasty. Those are my top
So
three right now.
I haven't smoked those yet, but I have them. I'm gonna be smoking those soon. They're resting right now.
Bro,
I'm looking forward to those.
the Pangu and the Dynasty, like those two cigars were like neck and neck when it comes to
Yeah.
flavor notes, but they were really really good cigars, bro. And then we all know that Amazon 2025 was like it's like they took an old Amazon base from like 2015
Mm.
and or 2014 and just you know what let's just ship these out. They've been sitting here long enough.
You ever heard of the Tyler Jeffrey,
Mm-mm.
the Viso Horny 555?
What? No.
Yeah,
No.
that's a sleeper. That's a
mm,
sleeper, bro. Yeah,
Wait, it's a cigar called the Miso Horny, bro?
Viso Horny, Viso like
Oh,
the leaf,
boy,
Viso,
I'm like, damn.
Viso, Viso. No, no, yeah, yeah. I know, right? Yeah, but yeah, broadleaf wrapper, Cameroon binder, real good cigar. It's a
And who
Robusto,
made that cigar?
Tyler Jeffrey.
mm.
Tyler Jeffrey. All right, I'm gonna have to look that up, bro. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to look that up.
yeah. It's very, very, very surprising. Very surprising.
What up, Brody?
The
What up,
Cielo,
bro?
Cielo was pretty good too. That Cielo was
Yeah,
pretty good. Yeah, Cielo, but yeah.
this Cielo, bro. I'm listen. I don't know because I'm then you and Steven both smoked it when we was on live, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I smoked it by myself, I was like, I see where they got a
Man.
lot of floral out this cigar,
Oh,
bro. It was a shit ton of floral.
I almost
Now it
choked.
wasn't it wasn't like LFD 30th anniversary floral, but you got a lot of floral on that cigar, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now
I was now
I heard that he did that, Darshan. I heard he did that. Talking about Conor McGregor cigar. What was you about
so
to say, Cigar?
the Club 500 wasn't bad. Viva La Vida.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a new. I think it came back last year. The new Vitola, but it was good.
Yeah.
I like that El Pupo.
You like that Pupo?
I like the El Pupo. Wasn't bad.
Pupo was cool.
The El Pupo wasn't bad.
It depends. Now with that cigar, it depends on the size, bro. The Bellicoso, the Bellicoso was mid. That the Bellicoso was mid. Now I smoked the small fry, um, the
Uh oh.
small fry, and I smoked the Lancero, and
Hey,
those were good.
AZ calling you out, Fred.
What are you talking about?
He said, don't skip his comments. He said it's about the Warp being top three.
Man, ain't
The
nobody.
cocodrilo.
Uh,
The Coco Drill, but we talking about like new cigars this year.
Which one is he talking about? The Cordo?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
Cordo.
I smoked the Sarto. The Sarto was it's not their best work. Warp Warp is one of like they're one of my favorite brands, but they ain't been really other than the Cocodrilo. That's different. The cigars that alongside of that, they weren't all that good, bro.
And of course, that Endure, I'll tell you about that again in about 8 months.
What?
The EP Career Endure. We'll talk about that again in about 8 months. I
All right,
think that
sound good.
I think the potential on that was not there yet. The potential was there, but it's not there yet. So I'm anxious to see what's gonna happen with it over these next few
Good,
months.
you know
good,
what?
because I'm thinking about holding mine until
Here's one
2026.
Hold it,
that came out this
hold
year.
it.
D Night cigar came out this year.
Hmm.
That album, refreshing.
No, that came out towards the end of the year last year.
Okay.
Yeah, that came out towards the end of the year last year. But I mean, people really didn't start to really pick up on it until like late December, early January type. All right, Richard.
All right, take care, man.
Now one that I want to smoke, that my father, the Blue Honduras, I
Mm.
Hmm.
want to smoke that. I want to try that.
You know what? Some
Oh,
Peter said make that 18 months.
Might have to, Peter. Might have to.
Now,
Cause I don't know, man.
have you?
It just wasn't pressing the gas, man. It was like the first third was like, yo, I'm about to do some real good stuff right here, and then it just started dying and didn't stop. You know, so I don't know.
Now, have you
Maybe
guys? What's y'all's experience with Karen Burger?
I haven't smoked
uh,
Canberra yet.
other than that,
Yeah, I've smoked a couple of her sticks, and they were decent smokes, bro. Like that, one was solid, one was like average, and but that's another brand that you don't really you see a lot of, but you don't really hear a lot of you don't hear a
right?
lot about them. But I mean, for those who do smoke her cigars, they've been like a lot of people said they've really enjoyed them.
Yeah. Now you smoked the fiddler, right?
The fiddlehead.
Yeah, the fiddlehead.
Yep. Pissed me off,
It fiddled you, all right.
Yeah.
bro. That
Solita
cigar
Red
pissed me
Solita
off,
Red was all right.
bro. I ain't gonna. The Salida Red was
I
it. What I get? It was average. It was either average or no. I don't think it got a mid. It was average. It was
I
average for
didn't
me, bro.
yeah, I didn't review that one, but I liked it pretty good.
It was average. I know. Peter liked that Salida Red. Let's see. Az said worst cigar. Peter said it was giving me gas.
Damn,
Mhm.
He
that's
hate that
terrible.
Endure, bro. He hate that cigar, bro. Worst cigar you smoked this year?
The worst cigar I smoked this year, the punch LE year of the snake or firecracker, whatever the hell it was, that was terrible.
Mm.
Which
The
one?
little the firecracker.
Oh, it was bad.
hmm Yeah, that was terrible. I didn't like that cigar at all. Bottle rocket. Yep, I didn't like that one at all.
Yo, Mill, what's going on, my brother?
He said, "Have y'all tried the Viva La Vida Connecticut?" No, I have not smoked in Connecticut.
Nah, but that was. That was just a straight up. You could just tell that was just a straight up gimmick. A gimmicky cigar right there, from start to finish. They
You
gave
know what?
nothing.
I didn't like the when did that Warp 10-year anniversary come out? This year, or last year?
That was
last
last
year.
year.
Okay, that was a shitty cigar.
Well, the Don Ronaldo 10 year.
No, 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 no.
La Camina.
The
No,
the
black was the black honey.
Nah, that you La
mm-mm.
Camina.
It's the La Camino.
La Camina. I was alright. I
I
like
didn't
that
get a
one.
chance to smoke that one. I heard, but I heard mixed reviews on that cigar. Heard mixed reviews on
It didn't have
it.
me jumping out of my chair, but it was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a bit, bro. It was a lot of cigars that I didn't get a chance to get to that I hope I get a chance to get to this year from last year. And but I mean, like here and there, like a lot of people, it was a lot of mixed reviews, especially on the La Camina. Like some people like, man, that cigar was fantastic, and some people like, but it was mid. I'm like, all right, I mean, I get it. Different strokes for
Now
different folks.
I do have a review coming out on the Devil Crab. That was it needed to be longer. I'll say that. It just needed to be longer. That was the biggest problem with that cigar.
Okay,
It's a 4.5 by 60. It's
Mhm.
small guy, but it's actually a good smoking experience.
you know what? I would, and I'll piggyback on that, and I'll talk about Crown Heads. The Mule Kick 2025. That cigar it was a lot better than the stuff that he's put out,
Well,
especially like a lot of stuff from last year. The Crown Heads, the Mule Kick 2025.
a Mill, you missed the whole explosion. I had a whole when the show
Hey,
first
don't, bro, don't listen, bro, don't listen. Neil, don't get him started on that shit again,
started.
man. Don't get him started on that shit again. Man. We let him have like a how long you say, bro? About 10 minutes of that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then
Bro, what
he
the hell know
began the
about it?
show with it. He began the
Yo,
show with it, bro. We got.
listen,
He's excited. Let him be
yo,
excited.
it's
He's
on fire
happy.
right
He's
now,
having a
man.
good time.
Yo, like I said before, those Pacer fans get SMA or SMD all day, every day. You know what? I'm leaving
Yeah.
alone. I'm not going to calm down. Calm down, calm down.
Long as y'all don't run in the
Darshan say, I heard Cigar Pace wants to sponsor the podcast. I didn't get that email.
Uh-huh.
they said the Devil Crab started great and got terrible really quick.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just like I was saying, man, I guess when I look to Rick, on those cigars, like I'm looking for another session, you know, another CAO session, but I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get it.
Mm,
But I mean, I liked it. I feel like it just needed to be long. If it was in another Vitola, I think it would have been okay. But I just feel like they tried to pack a lot in that, you know what I mean, in that
yeah.
small Vitola, and that kind of crushed it.
Now I don't know. I know Peter get a lot of updates on a lot of new cigars that's coming out. I wonder if Peter, if you're in here, is Stereotago coming out with a new cigar this year?
Hey, can you block the Sean Frey? Can you
Because
block
he
the Sean?
said Paces in four, bro.
Oh, see. First of all, you can't. You LeBron Goblin. Like if you knew basketball, I would take you serious.
And I know,
Well, you just hop from team to team wherever LeBron go. Because next you're gonna be a Golden State fan. You know, I'm tired of y'all LeBron fans. Y'all not even
Hey, I'm not
fans.
gonna lie. Now, all the songs that are out about LeBron is really sus to me, and it's
Mm-hmm.
really diabolical. Now, that part that has to stop. That has to stop.
First of all,
That has to stop.
in that high yellow Halliburton and his I want his dad to show up to the Knicks game. I want his dad to show up to a game.
He can't. He can't. He can't. They
Yeah, he
banned
Oh,
him.
can't, bro. Yeah, he
He
oh,
banned.
can't.
yo,
Just hope
listen,
you don't run into him in the locker room
yo, listen.
because he aiming for knees and toes. I'm telling you,
Facts. Because he's not a tall guy at all.
he's aiming for knees and
He's
toes.
not a tall dude, bro.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. He gonna go up there and get himself a nice New York ass whoop. He comes to New York talking that shit. He gonna get a nice New York ass whoop. Say the same way that Pacer fan was about to get to the ass whoop that the cops didn't come up and save him.
Wait, I gotta circle it back to cigars real quick, y'all. So have y'all smoked the new 15-year anniversary by Room 101?
No, I have not had that 15th anniversary yet, but I do want to try it.
I got one. Shout out to Terrence. Terrence sent me he said I sent you a little grenade. It's not a bomb, but it's like a little grenade. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Mhm.
So shout out to Terrence, man. He sent me one. And that new Cohiba Azul, I can't wait to dip into that one for real, for real. I've been hearing a lot of good things about that new Cohiba Azul.
Mhm. Well, just know I'm only smoking cigars that got orange and
What
blue
might be
bands.
cigar of the year? What the Room 10, the 15th year anniversary, the Room 101, or the Cohiba Azul? Darshawn said, bro, it might be cigar of the year.
It's the Sean.
I think Aladino brought a Cameroon to PCA this year that I want to try to Camp Aladino.
Oh, he said the
I don't
Room
know if it
101 might
was
be cigar of the year. I don't know. Did Peter smoke that? I think Peter smoked it. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I like the 13th. Haven't had it.
Oh, Cohiba Azul is overhyped.
Mm.
Bro, these mobsters, boy.
Got to get
These
you a
mobsters,
zapper,
boy,
bro. Got to get you a
they,
zapper out there with you.
hey man, that's one thing about Texas Bulls, boy. They do not shy away of knocking the shit out of a human forehead. You hear me?
Yeah.
That boy hit you right there, like, damn. What
Same
I
thing in
ain't did
Georgia.
nothing to you,
Anytime I'm out here, I got to keep the zapper on.
bro. And the thing about the zapper, we got one, but it's like way over there. So it's like they see this little light going, so they go crazy. Mm. Now I got a spirit question. I got a lot of questions I want to ask y'all before we get on about this thing. Have y'all tried the Sable whiskey yet
No.
from Tay Diggs and the whole cast from Best Man?
Nah.
No.
So I think they were in Atlanta. I think they were out there in Atlanta. Um, they did like a little signing. They were signing bottles and stuff, and of course the line was long. But I don't know. I don't know. I wanna grab it and try it. Oh yeah, he said that 15th suck. He said the Azul was nice. The 15th suck.
I heard mixed
Well,
reviews on that Azul.
I've heard more. I've heard more good than bad though with the Azul. Now the 15th, I've heard more bad than good with that one. But we shall see. We shall see.
So could this be a comeback cigar for Cohiba?
It could be. It could be because the best one I had was when they first dropped the Siri M. When they first dropped the Siri M, what that 3.5 years ago, maybe 4 years now. But when they dropped that one, Sean Williams was sure he did his thing with that whole blend. Him and LT Tom DeBronx they did a really good job with that cigar. Really good job with that cigar.
You know what? Like I like that those ones that they partnered with, that Padron that they made for General
Which one? What?
for El Tatum. The Bronze made a Particus.
They did a Partagas?
Yeah, they did a Particus, and then they did another one I think called H Street.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard that
I'm
A
gonna have I'm
Street.
gonna have to I'm gonna have to look into that.
that Particus is nice. That Particus is real nice. The price point was was the only thing that stopped me from buying more of them because they're like $23 a pop.
Oh shit! Ben said Cohiba Red Dot lost a big court case. Their
Uh,
days might be numbered. Uh oh.
mm.
Uh oh.
Well,
The
it
Really?
just
Riviera. You said the Riv. You're the first person I heard to say that the Riviera was good, Mathis. You're the first person, bro. I was looking at that one. I was looking at that cigar like I wanted to try it, but I heard a lot of people say they did not enjoy that one. But I'm glad you enjoyed it though. I'll look into trying it for myself and seeing what I think about it, bro. But for right now, after all the bad reviews I heard about that one, from especially like palates that I trust, they were like, yeah, that wasn't it.
damn.
Speaking of crowd heads, y'all heard anything about the Broadway? The Broadway?
Yeah, it got pushed back.
I ain't really heard much about it.
It got pushed back. He said maybe what August, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
to give it a try. I'll for sure give it a try, bro. I don't. I mean, I like. So what y'all think about the new logo for Crown Heads? What y'all think about
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean,
it? Hey, Peter on your ass. Peter's on your
Fuck
ass.
you,
You know,
fuck you.
Elta time. Ah, Elta time. That's hilarious to me, bro. But what y'all think? What y'all think about the whole new look for Crown Heads?
I think it's
I
Y'all
think
think it's a good move?
I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a rebrand. I don't think it's gonna help or hurt. Honestly, the cigars, honestly, over probably the past couple of years, haven't really been outstanding.
Hmm.
You know, but of course, they still got those go tos like the original Mil Diaz and Lavarito is pretty good. You know,
Yeah,
but I don't think the branding is gonna really make it jump off the shelf in any humidor or anything like that. Might even make it harder to find. But yeah,
yeah. I
it's
feel it.
pretty
I mean,
cool though.
I
I
like the
like
look.
the as far as the look. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the look. Do I? I mean, like the you can have a really nice band on it, but like my thing is how does the cigar smoke? How is the cigar good? Like, are you going back to the old Crown Heads? Like, because going like smoking the 2023s that I got, you know what I'm saying? The Mil Diaz, the Bellicosos, the 2023, those things
Hmm.
smoke heavenly, especially now. And the Azuli Oro, that cigar is smoking fantastic,
so.
Hmm.
fantastic.
My thing when it comes to it, it's great as far as him being able to use a new logo for new branding for merch.
Hmm.
Because you gotta understand, like he sells big numbers in merch. He has a
Right.
cult following when it comes to the merch. So for me, it's great when it comes to making shirts, hats. It's a different variation that he can use. For the merch.
Yeah.
That's how
I
I see
think yeah that I think it's a really good. I think that was a big move for him, especially as far as you know with the hats and the branding with the merch, like you said. Like I think that's really huge for Crown Heads. I'm happy for Brother Huber, man. He's
Hmm.
it.
good dude, down to
Yo,
earth, very
John,
very good
John's
Oh
dude.
one of
yeah, yeah.
John's one of the best dudes, man.
He's
You
Good
know,
cool,
dude,
man.
bro.
no
I
thing
feel
is,
like they already had some of the hottest merch in the cigar game anyway.
yo, yeah,
You
Yeah,
know, with what they
because I mean,
had.
if we look at how merch was beforehand, before Crown Heads really started like popping off with the hats and stuff, like cigar merch was really trash, bro.
yeah.
Like it was really
Yeah,
trash.
yeah.
So, speaking of merch, if you want one of these nice, beautiful hats right here, holla at your boy at Inomatic on Instagram.
Tap
Right there,
in.
$4. I don't know. Stick, did you get a package?
I have not.
All right, all right. You know,
I have not yet. I got. I
Peter said the hat smoked better than the new cigar than most of the new cigars.
God damn it, Peter. You know what? It's interesting because Pete didn't like the Belgian Bull or the Belgian Blue.
The Belgian Blue. I haven't smoked it, bro, but I know Steven didn't really enjoy it either. He was like, man, because he sent me one. They're like, hope you enjoy it more than more than I did, because he didn't really enjoy it. Hey, Z said, are you guys trying the Tatuaje 50th Especial?
Nope.
I saw. Listen,
I haven't,
I'm
but I
I'm
plan on
I'm
it.
a, I'm a I'm a Pete Johnson fan. I like him. I like Pete Johnson. He's a good dude, and I like Tatuaje stuff. Not all their stuff, but I like a lot of their stuff. And I saw the price point on that. I was like, I don't know, man. I ain't never spent like, because I think that cigar's what, like $50,
Mm.
Yeah,
somewhere in there. I think like $50. I'm like, I ain't never spent that much on a Tatuaje. I would try it, um, just to see, Cause I'm like, I ain't never seen a Tatuaje that's $50 though. So that's new. I'm like, I hope it's a really good cigar for the price point. I hope it's not a letdown.
yeah. Kind of stands back to what we were talking about in the beginning with the increases on the prices and stuff.
Mhm.
Hmm.
With everything, you can't help but think, like, with everything that's going on now, would that cigar have cost that much a year ago if
Yeah,
you would have
Right.
brought out a year ago?
yeah, it would have. Like you understand, like the tariff thing is more of it's a way for it's an excuse for them to raise their prices.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
It's an excuse for them to raise their prices. So they use that to be able to justify going up, 75 cents.
Yeah.
Because I've got so many email like that I'm subscribed to the email thing, and they're like, oh, just an update on what's going on when it comes to the tariffs and how it's affecting us,
Right.
you
Hmm.
know, and honestly, like the cost is so low over there, it may be 5-10 cents in some countries.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why are we getting hit in the head? Why are we getting hit in the head for 75 cents when it's only maybe a 10% difference for you guys?
Right. And like, speaking of, like, I heard a really, it's $40. It's $40. Oh, my father Tatuaje, he said it was 40. Not smoking that one. Not smoking that. The Padron Tatuaje, not doing that. Not smoking
Yeah,
that.
it
I don't know
was.
about y'all. I heard an interesting conversation. Um, it was a guy. He said that he feels within the next few years that Cuban cigars are going to be released to the U.S. And I was like, reason why I thought it was interesting, because I never thought I would hear somebody say that.
But here's the thing: they wouldn't be able to supply pure Cuban cigars to the U.S. So
Fact.
they would have to go and start using different. So the most you would probably get is a Cuban wrapper. You won't because it won't be Cuban filling.
Yeah.
So the most you'll get is a Cuban wrapper with either Nicaraguan or Dominican filler. Because
Hmm.
they're not going to have enough tobacco for the U.S. market.
And I
True.
think just like, because I was listening to this man talk, I was like, I highly doubt that'll ever happen. Like, because I like, if that, just think in a different world, if that were to happen, how much of a difference would it make in the cigar community here in the United States? What do y'all think? How different would that be?
I
Do you
don't.
think it'll shake up
It
the
wouldn't-
cigar world, or would it be like, okay?
Well, think
I
about
don't
this:
think.
like if they're able to charge whatever they're charging in Asia, just imagine how hard they're going to hit us. Because on prices is going up. Because
Right.
yesterday's price won't be today's price for
Right.
Cubans.
True.
And so you got to think about that. Plus the shops that get them, their markup because for them it's a money grab.
Yeah.
So
I don't think that they'll be. I don't think that it would affect the market like that because it's kind of like once you do that and you release them to the states, you lose your mystique, right?
yep.
That's the biggest thing, like that mystique. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of not being able to have when you want to, or
Hmm.
having to. You know what I mean? Once you lose that mystique, now you're up against an entire array of New World cigars, and a lot of them gonna be blowing you out of the water, honestly, because
Mhm.
we all know Nicaragua is top right now. So if you're gonna come in now, you're opening up a whole new world of competition as well. It
Hmm.
could lead to catastrophic failure, honestly. I think.
Well, I mean, it's definitely a conversation that I I don't know, man. I think that needs to. I don't think it needs to happen more, but for it being just what it is, Cuban cigars need. It's a lot different. I know the process is a lot different when it comes to Cuban cigars than New Worlds.
Right.
So, oh, Az said, when did Nicaraguan? When did Nicaragua come to the top? Well, what are the sales numbers internationally?
Well, I mean, when you really just think about it, I mean, if you smoke 10 cigars in a week, how many of them are gonna have Nicaraguan fillers,
Hmm.
Nicaraguan binders? It's gonna be some part Nicaraguan, you know what I mean, all the way through that. And that's what I mean by that, They are most people are sourcing from Nicaragua. So when you look at it, you bring Cubans to the market, that's another realm of competition, and you're leaving a world of your own. So it's kind of like you going from being a big fish in a small pond to a small fish in a big pond,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, I feel it, bro. I mean,
And when you talk about sales, now you're talking about prices. And we all know
hmm
the price of Cubans right now is
Mhm.
yeah, it's up there.
so
It's up there.
that competition factor kicks in again.
So a Cuban, if Cubans were to come here ever, what do you think a price tag would be on it to get? So just say a normal like $20 Cuban, right? $20 Cuban cigar. If it were to come here, how much do you think that'll increase by it coming here?
$60.
Yeah, easily. I mean, and that's the crazy part about it. Like, how are you gonna be able to justify that? You know what I mean? How are you gonna be able to justify that with all the
Yeah,
great
Ian
cigars
just
you
said
got?
60 plus.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
all the great cigars you got floating in the $20-$30 range.
So what are some examples of high priced Cubans other than? Because
I
I
mean,
don't. How much
Cohiba
is a,
stick.
is a part of this Lusitania? Just one stick. Because I know the box, for the box is expensive.
Cohiba Siglos. I mean, I'm not sure. I know. I think a box is like what 700-800 now
Yeah.
of
Man,
Lusitanias.
I just saw a box of Lusitanians, a full box. It was like maybe I think it was from like maybe 2022, and that box was like 1,200 bucks.
Yeah. So
50 bucks. Hovers around 50 bucks.
and that's all I'm saying. Like it's gonna be hard. Like if you make that widely accessible to still charge that price and win.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I don't know, man. It was definitely interesting to hear him talk about it. Like he's at
But
the way the world is shifting, the way he's like he feels that the way the world is shifting, like it's not going to be too much longer before they decide to bring cigars to the U.S. and I'm bring those Cuban cigars to the U.S. But I'm like, it's too many hurdles to jump through, and also yeah, I think about the legal battles as well. That's gonna have to be fought as well when you talk about that.
Well, the one thing when it comes, it's like a certain class of people are able to afford Cuba. But
Hmm.
even if they come here, it's still gonna be a
Keep talking,
certain
and I'll be right back, y'all.
no problem. It's still gonna be a certain class of people that still buy those Cubans. So it's not gonna be the average everyday smoker that's gonna be going out there. Maybe once a month you'll buy a Cuban. You know, like you're not gonna buy one.
Yeah,
You're not gonna buy one every once. You'll buy one once a month because at the end of the day, it's gonna be out your price point. You're talking about spending $60 or even 120 for a Cuban.
yeah,
So the
easily.
only so the only people that are really gonna be into it is gonna be the people that normally buy them anyway. And
Hmm.
also, and honestly, like they're not gonna be in stock at all. So and then you have to think about the corner cut because you gotta remember it doesn't have it can have a sliver of Cuban to be considered a Cuban cigar.
Yeah,
So you would never know that it's not a full Cuban cigar. All it has to be is a couple leaves, and it can be considered a Cuban cigar.
Cuban
So
filler. Yeah,
yep. So that whole game could change.
yeah,
So and like I said, like they don't have enough tobacco to be over here. They don't.
yeah. And they're great cigars. I mean, but
Look, they
you
don't.
know, they're awesome cigars. But I just think that that's a when you talk about the U.S. market and bringing them here, like that's a steep hill.
but see, Az, the point I'm trying to make is that they're not going to have enough tobacco to be able to fill. They're not going to have enough Cuban tobacco to be able to go and say, "Oh, it's a pure Cuban puro," because don't forget, like they're flooding the Asian market. They're not going to be able to flood the U.S. market like that because right now in Asia they don't smoke as many cigars as we do. They're starting to. It's starting to ramp up over there, but like we consume 70% of the world's tobacco. So
Yeah.
like because
And when
because sorry, go
go
ahead.
ahead. Now go ahead.
Because I was gonna say they have Cubans in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing with that Az is most of the people won't know if they do it anyway. Like you're an experienced Cuban smoker, so you might sense that. But the average person that's smoking the Cuban for the first time, if it has Nicaraguan filler in it, they won't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you go to, especially around here, you go to places where you got to get these things into the shop and you got to get them into the humidors. And you talk to the crowds that are in these B&Ms, the average person is not smoking Cubans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're smoking everything else.
Like
Now you got guys like us, you know what I mean? We know the mystique, we know the history. We understand, you know what I mean? But you got a lot of people that smoke cigars just to smoke cigars, and a lot of those
mhm,
people they just go to the lounges for their downtime. They're not going in there looking to
mhm.
grab Cubans. And if they do see $120 cigar, it's gonna be a Fuente or something like that. And that's the first thing that their mind is gonna jump to. Oh, that's a Fuente. They're not gonna think Cuban. They hear the stories, they hear the legends, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like I know what this is right here. Let me grab this.
Right. True. True.
But don't get me wrong, there is a market for it. They service the rest of the world. But I'm just
Hmm.
talking about in a US market. I just don't see it.
What Darshawn talking about Jerry Jones? trying to get a cigar lounge at the stadium. Uh, honestly, at this point, I don't give a damn what Jerry do. I just
Come on, man.
Hey, first of all, I would say this, Fred. I'm pouring the Kool Aid.
I agree, Az.
I'm pouring the Kool Aid right now. I'm about to add some sugar to that bad boy. Can I tell you this? We had a good offseason. The Pickens and the running backs that we got now, I can see something happening.
oh, now you can see something happening. At first, like, no, I ain't like this. I ain't like.
No, I don't. I don't. I still want that tight end from Penn State. Listen, that kid's gonna be a monster. But I do like the moves they made. And so that kid might play center, the kid that we drafted. And
Mhm.
then we might move BB out to guard. But you got some nerve, Peter. You're an Eagles fan base. You got the nerve to say, like, the Eagles are the dumbest, worst fan base ever.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I can't. I can't really stand Eagles fans, bro. I'm not gonna
Like,
lie.
like the thing, like we made some good moves. Now, am I going to say that we're going to win a Super Bowl? No, but I think we're
Whoa,
going to have.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch out, Darshawn. Watch out. Watch
Just
out.
be glad y'all don't run across them young Jets this year.
Oh, we play y'all.
There's
We
gonna
play
be
y'all
some
this year.
changes.
We play
Y'all
y'all this
do?
year. Yeah, and
Hmm
we gonna
I
beat
didn't
y'all
think we
by
played
40.
us. Nah. I thought it was all NFC South this year. I didn't see y'all on the
Nah,
schedule.
yeah, we on the schedule, and we gonna bust y'all up.
Yeah, we're gonna see about that.
You know what? If
Man,
if the game is in Jersey, and
are
we
we back to Timu Sports?
Yeah, AZ, we back to T-Move
we
Sports,
back.
baby.
We back to Timu Sports, bro.
yeah,
Ah, shit.
listen,
I
yeah,
said
yeah, yeah, yeah,
y'all played the
yeah.
Packers.
We play the Packers.
Nah.
I mean,
So
ain't
yeah,
nobody worry about the Packers.
so we
Yeah.
actually got. So think about this. We got now. This is 3 weeks in a row. It goes. I think it goes either Washington or Philly. But Washington. We got Washington, Kansas City. We got Washington, Kansas City, Detroit, then Philly.
Yeah,
Back to
but I
back
mean,
week.
we played Philly the first. What's that? The first game.
Game,
Um,
game.
that's the first game. That's the first game
Yep,
we play the Eagles. The first game. Then of course Thanksgiving we see the Chiefs, which I
yep.
really hope we bust the Chiefs ass this year. I really hope we bust the Chiefs ass this year, bro.
We
I
got
feel bad.
Pittsburgh first game.
Yeah,
Y'all got
I
Pittsburgh.
feel
Listen, ain't nobody worried about Pittsburgh this year, bro.
at
I ain't
all.
gonna lie to
You know what? I feel bad for the Chiefs because the NFL just screwed them royally. The NFL is like, yo, we gonna put you out on every primetime game because Travis Kelsey came back. You know that's Taylor Swift time, and they
you. Yeah,
say, oh,
that's one of the primary reasons why they're doing it too.
mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah, right, Peter. Yeah, we gonna bust y'all ass something nice too in Philly. We gonna bust y'all up something nice.
Man, listen, I hope we do win that game. I mean, even though the Cowboys, if we think about it, if we stretch from 1960 all the way to 2024, of course, the Cowboys most definitely have more wins against the Eagles than the Eagles do against the Cowboys. So
Well,
I hope that they add to that. I hope they do.
you know what the point is because you know what they say about that Super Bowl slump. It's gonna be a Super Bowl ass whooping. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a Super Bowl ass whooping.
Hey,
Yeah,
wait, Peter, because I know Peter's a hockey fan, man. What you think about my Dallas Stars, man? What you think about them? Yeah, yeah. Because that's the dope man 25 years ago. Ah, hey man, but listen, but it in a way it still counts because of the fact that of course y'all busted our ass twice last year.
uh-huh.
That's that's well deserved. But
So I'm
I
sorry.
mean
They beat Cooper Rush last year. Our backup last year.
the Stars they look good. They look good. I don't listen. I hope they make it. I hope they make it. You know what I'm saying? I hope they make it to
Know
the
what? Know what the
you
point is? Me and Peter were talking about y'all ugly ass jerseys y'all got. Y'all got some ugly ass jerseys.
What, the Stars?
Yeah, y'all just ugly.
You sick.
Listen,
You are sick.
I can admit that the Cowboys got some ugly not the Cowboys, the Rangers got some ugly ass jerseys too. But y'all,
Hey.
them black and lime green jerseys, those are ugly.
No, they not. Boy, them jerseys is nice. You sick.
Yeah,
Sick, boy.
yeah, right. Those some ugly jerseys.
Dak could back up too. That's a... Hey, man. Listen, hey, I think Dak is
Gotta
gonna have a
develop him.
break in the season. I think he's gonna be all right. But then also, I think we got young Milton. I know Eno don't like the fact that he don't like Joe Milton. But I don't mind the kid. I think he's gonna be all right, man. I think he's a good backup for Dak. I think
I
he's a good
think
backup for Dak.
our defense is gonna be our strength, like always.
Defense, yeah.
And
Hey, y'all
yeah,
defense
what
is
they
solid.
did, but what they did with the DB court this year, it's gonna be crazy. You got Malachi Corley picked him up.
Hmm.
I mean, still got Xavier Gibson, you got Sauce out there, and you got the other kid Pokey.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's gonna be hard to throw. It's gonna be
You know,
real
I
hard to
look I,
throw.
I look forward to seeing them boys play, man.
Yeah,
What sports do you guys like to play? Um,
well, Fred's a baseball guy. I play rugby, so that's what I do.
I
shit, I gave
listen.
up sports a long time ago.
The route I chose, I listen, AC. A lot of I don't like to I don't talk about it a lot, but the route I was very good at both sports. I was very good at both sports. The route that I chose in college, because I played both sports in college, and I chose the route to go baseball, and it took me a nice little ways. I was a running back in football, ran a 4.34. I was 210, 215. I'm not a tall guy. I'm 5'8" and a half. So I was I was a force to be reckoned with, man. But baseball, that's that's the route that God took me.
uh, Peter's fucked up.
Hey, really, hey, that's really what I've been focusing on right there. Getting
And
back
no,
to where I
first of all,
was.
first of all, you used to be known as the one-legged assassin. You know,
That's
the
it.
Boy, like assassin.
OLA.
yeah,
Hey,
OLA.
the one-legged assassin. Shoot, he can't, he
Kick
can't,
it.
man.
he can't do it with two legs. You give him one leg, you in trouble. You
One
in
leg
trouble.
Hey, man.
assassin. Kicking
Yep.
your
Hey, man.
ass since '95.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Shoot the one man. Shoot the two.
That's it, Peter. That's it.
You know,
Hey,
man.
facts. That half inch is key, bro. You can't forget that half.
Hmm.
But in my heart, I always been 6'9" though, bro. I always been 6'9" and a half in my
Uh,
heart.
man,
That's what it's all about.
playing rugby was hopefully I get my fat ass in shape so I can play in the fall. But that's the plan. We'll see how that works
Yeah.
out. But man, playing
Yeah.
rugby, man, I love it. The
I
harder
pass
the
it on to the babies now.
you know what the one thing about rugby is all about cardio, man. If your cardio is on point, it's an easy game. If you got in shape like me and you can't run, it's a long day. In rugby you run 10 miles.
Bro, that's like soccer, bro. That's like soccer, bro. I always envy soccer players for their endurance. Cause like that's not like that is a true leg game. Of course, you use your legs, but if your legs aren't conditioned, it's
Yeah.
gonna kill you. What up,
Yeah.
Nick?
Hey, fuck your Chiefs, Nick. You started off right, sorry.
And
Started off
hey,
right.
I pick
we'll
up
see y'all Thanksgiving.
We see y'all Thanksgiving night, a nice turkey leg. Now,
an
We'll
but you
see
know what?
y'all on
occasional pickup
Thanksgiving.
game.
Yeah. You know what?
Occasional pickup game.
Yeah.
And I
Yo,
might
I would say this, man. playing pickup ball with your boys is nasty work. Because
Yeah.
you like, damn, you like, yo, I'm out of breath. Yo, you out there trying to set picks. You can't shoot no more. Your legs can't jump. You like,
Yeah.
yo, like, damn.
Hey, Peter said he's been on the treadmill the whole time. I've been chatting with you guys. It takes away from the pain. Listen, I guess I can, because he can, because he loves Johnny OCD's reviews. So I mean, for him to be on here with us, and you know what I'm saying, because he could be listening to Johnny OCD. Well, shout out to Johnny OCD, man.
You could have been anywhere else in the world, Peter, but you chose to be here with us.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
top five.
man. Salute, bro. Salute. He said, folks, are you giving advice on cardio?
Nah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'll go to the driving range with you, put a couple holes down, but mm,
Bro, hey,
Fuck,
he
fuck
on
you.
your ass, AC on your ass, man. He said, there were news of earthquakes in Jersey area. We learned that you were playing pickleball. Hey, man, he on your ass.
I see. It's all right.
Damn, bro, you got Peter and AZ on your ass.
First of all, I told Peter I'm gonna learn I'm gonna learn how to skate. Just to hit him dirty one time in a hockey game. I'm gonna learn how to
Man,
skate.
oh,
I'm gonna
oh.
be on the ice, slipping, sliding, saying I'm gonna get you.
Hey, I think Peter probably one of them smooth skaters that avoid that contact. Like, listen, bro.
Uh-huh.
At my age, I ain't got time for that contact shit. Just give me the puck, let me do what I do, and score. I ain't got time for none of that bullshit. You take that crash out over somewhere else on the ice.
Man.
AZ said you was ski fast.
very fast.
Ah, that's funny as hell. Hey,
I know
how
I
about say
would.
avalanche?
Yo, I'll tell you this, it's gonna be an avalanche on Peter's ass because when I hit him, I'm gonna fall on top of his ass too. He gonna get double whammy.
I don't think Peter would let you fall on top of him. I don't think Peter's gonna fall, bro. I can't see it.
You
I can't see him allowing himself to fall on the ice, bro.
know? Oh, so
I can't see it.
you try to say he's like a mermaid on the ice? He's just smooth, flowing like a little
He
mermaid.
he could be. He
Hey, you know
could
what?
be.
You saying he's a fairy? What?
Hey,
What? He's a fairy.
hey, look. Hey, Peter said you can have a hard time getting off the bench to catch me.
So you got to get in the game first, huh?
Hey,
Nah.
RJL said first could get together would be on the ice. Oh shit. That's funny as hell, man. That's funny as hell, bro. Oh shit, man. What time is it, bro? My ass is tired.
Oh,
All right, y'all. We've been on here for 2 hours and 38 minutes, bro. It's been cool. I gotta go get some sleep.
yeah.
I'm tired. I'm tired, man. Oh, go ahead, plug what you got going for the show.
So next week I got Master Your Ass. Michael Prisdale is coming on the podcast next Sunday. It should be
Yeah.
or 9 o'clock, and I'm also gonna have I'm gonna try to get my boy Tom Fisher to come on there also. And I'm telling you right now, that right there is gonna be a fire. Like if you're a bourbon guy, those two guys right there,
Man,
yo,
I'm gonna have to join you, bro. If I could join you on the show, man.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
That's a good.
Every everybody with Peter. If Peter come on, I'm gonna just meet him every time I try to talk.
Hey
Like yo,
Damn,
man,
Peter.
listen. One of these days, we gotta get our secret sponsor AZ on the show, bro. We
yeah,
gotta get AZ on, bro.
yeah.
We gotta have him on, bro.
No
AZ,
one
I
but
know you don't like showing your face. You ain't got to. He said, "I'll be roasting you live."
Mhm.
I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. All right,
Oh,
stick out. What you got going for the channel, bro? What you got going? What you got coming?
Hey man, you know the reviews, they're gonna be steady coming. Got a couple coming down the pipeline this week. Something new, something interesting. So
All
yeah,
right,
just stay tuned, man.
that's a
Stick in.
bit. That's a bit. And for the Cigar Avengers channel, it is coming, y'all. Trust me, it's
the
coming.
big pop,
So
the
we don't
big
have to
pop.
be streaming from
Don't worry,
different channels. Yeah,
big pop
we
is
got
coming.
we got Big Poppy cigar. I think we're gonna be doing Conor McGregor cigar and Marlon Wayans cigar as well. All that's coming up. And yeah, man, we try to get some special guests on here pretty soon as well. I know for sure one that we're working on is getting Ed Reed. It's just getting the scheduling down, but Ed Reed is coming. He will be coming to the show. So looking
Yeah,
looking forward to having brother Ed on with us, man. And yeah, man, it well Cigar Head TV got reviews coming. Just gotta get the editing done and all that stuff. But yeah, the reviews are coming. So y'all
Hey,
stay tuned for that. And yeah,
hey,
man, we're gonna
Prince.
see y'all next week. What's up?
Hey, you got the pop, man. Let's get that HBCU week going, man. We get Sean Williams on here and get the HBCU going. You
Oh, for
know,
sure. Listen, I already got some. Listen. My mom been working, bro, trying to, what I'm saying, especially like with stuff that's coming up, especially for like, with HBCUs for sure. Gonna have some stuff on there for that, bro. It's gonna be nice.
you know?
It's gonna be nice. So y'all stay tuned, man. We'll see y'all next week. We for sure we gonna have a Saturday show, y'all. So
Yep.
just same
for sure.
time, same place until we get this channel going. Get the platform going for the Cigar Avengers YouTube channel. So y'all stay tuned for that. So with that being said, man, we out of here. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us, man. We love y'all. We appreciate
Yep.
y'all. And yeah,
For
man, we'll
sure.
see y'all next Saturday.
Yep.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
And tell a friend, tell a motherfucking friend.